Oh yes, better late than never. The nation's heavenly J's in the building. And sorry for this. Sometimes there are ups and downs. My name is Jala Grayfield. Emmanuel Jala Grayfield is in the studio. Thanks so cool to Sal who stood here for me. This is Liberia, the only country that you have. You have money in the bank, you can't get it on time. And I'm one of the sufferers of that. But welcome to the show. It's on 104.1. It's called Bits and Pieces. Remember Jala Grayfield chapter 1 verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk, and never shall we fight. Fighting shall not be our portion. And today I will let you talk and talk and talk. You do bulk of the talking today. But there are some troubling signs coming from the up of the Capitol building. After the suspension of Marvin Cole, Abu Bana Kamara, and others from their committees, which is a violation of the rules of the House, that each committee member should be elected for a 3 years period. And if the presiding sees it fit, he reappoints a person or replaces him with another person. That rule has been violated by the majority block of the House. We're getting information coming from sources close to the speaker that he's contemplating of resigning tomorrow, 9 a.m. tomorrow. But again, the speaker has said that he will not step down. Yeah, 2 days ago, he reaffirmed that I will stand by the law. I will stand by the Constitution. The Liberian people say deserve my stewardship. Welcome to the show. Those of you guys joining me on Voice of Liberia page, just go to Voice of Liberia. You'll watch the show very live there on Facebook. Let me say welcome to you, Winifred G. Dwyer. Say good afternoon, Mr. Jala Grayfield. I'm watching from my comfort zone PHP community. Luscious Lake says good afternoon, Bits and Pieces. I'm following the live from Congo Town, while V. Mohammed Sharif watching from South Korea. Let me say thank you to the taxi driver who drove me here this afternoon, and thanks to all the passengers on board for their patience. Due to some circumstances, I could not bring a vehicle in town. It's not for inspection though. Don't get me wrong, rather. I am a law-abiding person. All my vehicles are insured. I have fire extinguishers in them. The only thing I get my people, the police will not catch me. I don't get a lesson here. My lesson has expired. I will get a new lesson. So when you see my car, I shouldn't stop it. But all the transport men are my friend. Let me say good afternoon to all the transport inspectors. As inspection ensues in Liberia, several members of the government, not officials, but who work in the government, they are leaving their homes in the morning as early as 5 o'clock just to beat the traffic for their vehicles not to be inspected. But we are paying taxes to the government to pay them. And then you are defrauding the same government of revenue. I don't understand this country. Oh, this is a serious matter, right? We are paying taxes to the Liberian government. While we are paying taxes, if I can painfully take $350 to register my car and get insurance, and take $25 to buy a fire extinguisher rather, and buy a lesson for $35, why can't you do the same? You are the ones we are paying taxes for. You have been paid, yes. I was in the past government though, yes. I was in Georgia government as a director general for a public entity. Yes, I was there. I was still paying taxes. I did not evade taxes. You have to be an official like I was in the past. You can say be a minister, not minister, but an official in the government, you pay taxes. You can be an employee and you have cars, you pay taxes. But if you invade those taxes, who do you expect to pay the taxes and that you benefit from the taxes? That is why we got angry with my brother and the police director the other day. Mr. Gregory Coleman, why must we stop an inspection that is intended to get revenue to pay civil servants and you, the officials of the government, who make more salaries in this country? And the police had the guts to go and stop the police. They had stopped the transfer workers and beat on them, wounded some of them, just because they are collecting lawful revenue for the people. And the police director thinks that he should have that contract, and the contract is not given to him, so it should be carried on. He ordered his men to beat these people. They wounded the transfer people, all because somebody feels that he has a right to call for the contract to go to him as police director, so that the court they'll be giving him, he can use it for some other means and divert that other one. Can you imagine this country? You are the police inspector general. These are smaller things that you shouldn't go after. That thing about the transport inspection right now, it has been on a transport ministry ever since. From Ellen time to Georgia time, they say there. Why do you want to come to you, Mr. Guerrero? Come on, it's not your time, please. Jan Mackans, I'm watching from 72nd is Jan Mackan. Winston McTappet Jr. I'm watching from Upper Cowell. Aaron Coligo Nelson, following from Nakam Billings. Mohamed Mariman Jim Sharif. Good afternoon, Jala Griffith. I'm watching from Mamadi Diakete Intellectual Forum in Gentleman Agreement Community. On Obi Haddon, I'm following. East KB, Cinnamon Jala. Some of these people live on their stomach, man, like DJ Blue. Oh no, not be saying that to the man. DJ Blue is a establishment though. It's an employer. So many Liberians. Yes, political moves are taking place though. Sylvester New Color. Good afternoon, Jala Greyfield. I'm following the show from my Minister of Public Works Zoning Division Office. My regards to my uncle Prince Tamara, Deputy Minister of Technical Services. Prince Nuvama Colley, watching you religiously from somewhere in Monrovia, veteran Jala Griffith, he says. Gawin Nimini Wise. I'm following from a Broadville G4 community this afternoon. Why initials Franklin Michael Duo Loyola. Good afternoon, big brother Jala. I'm following you from Kakata City. Morris Newman Jr. says, good afternoon to the Voice of Liberia family. I'm following from New Georgia Junction, Japan Freeway. Margaret Vanima Oman says, following from Ghana's Patient Shop. Monica Vanin is the one I'm talking about. My own Oman. Alexander Na. Good day, senior brother Jala Greyfield. I'm watching you from 72nd. Jeremiah M. Wayman Jr. I'm watching from Kakata City. Welcome to the show. It's on Voice of Liberia, 104.1. The lightest voice in the afternoon hours. It's always the nation's heavenly. Welcome to the show. It promises to be very fiery again and very infotaining. Information combined with education is infotaining. Welcome to the show. There's something happening in this country. I don't know whether you have observed that. I stated yesterday. It has to do with the banking institutions we have in this country. And I have an experience with one of them, which is a UBA that I have one of my savings. For the last few days, since last Friday, depositors are the one depositing, but those who go to take that money from the bank are not getting remittances from the bank. I'm one of those. And I feel the pains of other Liberians who go there to just get $5,000 or $500. Or they don't really want to take something quick. You go there. The Regular Bank of UBA, since Friday last week, they have not deposited any money in the ATM. Neither you go on the counter and say you want to withdraw $5,000, they give it to you. Since Friday. Any of you listening to me who is a depositor at UBA Red Light branch, ELA branch, you can bear witness to what I'm saying. I've sent people there to do a check or do withdrawal. I know deposit whatsoever. They will take a deposit money, but they can't give you withdrawal. When you won't withdraw, they can't give you money. UBA, the one to ELA Junction is also empty. They only give you US dollars. They are only using a discretion as to how much they give you. I will try GD Bank tomorrow because I know I have something that I will try again to see if they will send it to me, because they are not giving Liberian dollars to anyone. So I've had a situation. I have to take it out every morning, every evening, and to take it out. So you don't get money every day. So when you jam something, you run something, there's more money from there. You go to the deposit, no money there. Then what are we depositing our money in the account for in your bank? For what thing? And somebody tells me what is happening there now is because the people who get Susu Club, they bring all their Susu money and put it in the bank with an agreement with the bank that if they want that money anytime at the end of the year to divide the money among themselves, the bank will get that money back to them because they are depositing in large amount. And I'm also told that the bank also takes small of the money there as you know. So if you have 250 Susu clubs in this country that have over 500 members and they are depositing more than $5 million or $10 million every year, you have that money kept there. You take that money, you give that money to people as loan to do business. And when the people bring the loan back, they pay back with interest. So those who don't have Susu Club, we are the ones who have been victimized. My old man down there, please send me one bottle of water. My old man there, please send me one bottle of water. And so we are the one being victimized. I'll come and read your comments for you. See, these public sources, and every one of you, I'll read your comments. So we are the ones affected. We are not in Susu Club, nothing. Our own is to just go and get our money from there or deposit. But when you go deposit your money, the people teach you into the smiling with you because you carry money. When you go for your own money, they tie their faces, just like you go causing. What kind of people are these in this country? It is not just unique to UBA. It is not just unique to UBA. I said it is with other banks. But I will try it tomorrow with GD Bank and see. I will try with GD Bank tomorrow. Because many Liberians have been affected. Christmas is coming. Today is the 20th. If it is happening in November, just between, it was on the 15th, it started on the 15th. Today is the 20th. So if it continues on the December, where the Susu Club people will be taking that money in large amount, then what happens to the small depositor who wants his money to buy clothes for his children? What happens is that you disenfranchise those people. So what does the government do in this matter? What does a central bank do in this matter? Because the central bank is a regulator of other banks. If the people who are the Liberian people depositing their money in the bank are affected, what can the bank do? That question is left with the people who are in front of the government economic policy. I listened to Gafon this morning. He was being interviewed by my brother Clarence Jackson. And I took some cues from the conversation. Earlier yesterday, I talked about some of the things he said, which I praise the government for. And I think they're doing very well on that one. And I will discuss it on a wider platform here today. So our monies are in the bank. Mr. Finance Minister, Central Bank Governor, your people, please tell your banking institution, the commercial banks, to release the people's money. Let them release the people's money. It's important. I had deposited my money in the bank. I can't get any money from there. Then how do you expect me to live? This is getting serious.
To this nation, Liberia, the flag of Liberia is flying all the time, showing allegiance, showing loyalty to this nation, Liberia. The red on the flag stands for bravery. The white on the flag is for purity. The star is for republic. The blue sea is for black people. We know Liberia is our home. The Declaration of Independence.
Let me welcome Mr. Ellis Payne. He said, good afternoon, Voice of Liberia family. I'm watching from District 16, New Crew Town. Why James Q. Manning said, good afternoon, sir. I'm watching you from my Gibby County resident. It's James Q. Manning. Ellis Milton Chenoweth. Watching from Omega Benaz Farm. Michael Wama. Good afternoon, Big Brother Jala. I'm following you live on Zulu Whiskey, Grand Jere County. The Lord of the Rising Sun. That's the land of the rising sun, he says. Lucini Kamara says, joining the show from Philadelphia, the USA. May God bless Mama Liberia, honor GMB leadership. Absolutely, God will bless our country.
Liberia will rise again. Nations will come to your rising.
CDC Papi Success Keita for life. Good afternoon, Voice of Liberia-VOL from Duper Road. God, please have mercy on Liberia. GMB, please. Lincoln Campbell. Good afternoon, sir. I'm following you from Kakada City. Federal Township Nimini. This is reason Liberian dollars is depreciating against the US dollars. It's not just normal. Yes, Federal, that's just what you say. Matthew Alaba Antochi. Good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. I'm following you from Kuwait, Market Douala. Ruben S. Toba. Good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. I'm following from Logan Town, Vicky Sport. And Frederick Tennessee Mini says, okay, he says it's not normal, the same thing. While Eric Harris is following us on somewhere. Eric Harris says, my brother, is all the bank in Liberia doing the same thing. They only mobile money. Okay. J. Pelewo Boa. I'm monitoring from Deston, Magibi County. Waka O Kamara is saying to me, good afternoon, big brother. While Jerry Kume is saying, good afternoon, Mr. Grayfield. I'm following from Fiamma Market Sinker. Elita Saki, good afternoon. And she says, good afternoon, Voice of Liberia, watching live from Kakada City, Lango Town Community General Market. It's Elita Saki. Elita, how are you? Hastings Jackson. I'm watching from LBS Community, Lower Street, GSC Road. Asata M. Miller. Good afternoon, Mr. Grayfield. I'm watching live from Red Light Market. Thank you, Asata M. Miller. Eric Harris. Good afternoon, big brother. Those banks giving us problems. That's true. David Kwenangwe, my brother and friend. How are you, David Kwenangwe? Good afternoon, veteran Jala. I'm following from the Capitol building. Fatu Sherry is joining me from somewhere. I don't know. Fatu, how are you? Mohammed Toure, I'm watching live from Lofa County, Benjamin City. Congratulations to Voice of Liberia. Also, Romans Allison. I'm following from Ann Marion County, Harbor City. Ebenezer Boakai Kamara. Good afternoon, Chief. I'm following you from Benjamin City, Lofa County. Baka PM Tamundu. Good afternoon, Jala, watching from Providence, Rhode Island, USA. Alex Flomo, watching from Caribbean County. Thanks for the work you do. Keep doing it for our country. Ellis Flomo said he's strong student leader in Bon County there for the Cotton University area. Solomon Molly says, good afternoon, big brother Jala. I'm watching you from Fish Town, that fish market in Sinker. I'm for fun. Good afternoon, Uncle Jala. I'm following from Nizo community. While Randa Walba had big brother Jala following from the Minnesota, the USA. He says he's following from Minnesota, the USA. Is Randa Walba. And Alex will say, you are a great son of our country. Alex Flum is saying that to me. I'll read your comments later as it comes. But let me go back and see this, right? So, a few days ago, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Councillor Fonati Kofa, spoke to cross-section of employees, staff members, and journalists at the Capitol building grounds. He made it clear, very crystal, come what may, he will not step down as Speaker. Even if they put pressure on him, he will not step down. And Liberians are hailing him for that, for standing by the law. On the scene that he made his commitments, and provided vehicles for some of the staffers, including the spokesman of the House, Mr. Robert Haynes, The other members of the House for the majority bloc, they held their program, they had a session in the joint chambers. They made some changes in the legislature, in committees that have been set up by the speaker, which, according to their own rules, violates their rules, because the Speaker of the House appoints committee members for a 3 years period. And if the 3 years elapse, it means that the Speaker will appoint new people to those positions, or he retains those who are there. But while they are in confusion, and the majority bloc now has the backing of the executive, I listened to the Minister of Finance. He tried to cleverly dodge this question this morning when he was asked. Now they feel that they have the support of the executive, so they're going on to start constituting committees while the speaker is still sitting as speaker. Can you imagine that, my people? You imagine that? The men who are against Speaker Kofa being speaker, they had the right to say what they want to say. They had the rights, and Kofa said he respects their rights. But while I'm sitting as speaker, you are making changes in our rules. You are amassing authority unto yourself, which is against our rules, and you are going against the constitution of the country. If Fonati say he will not step down, and you will see all the other members around him, they're leaving and go and join the other guys, he stands by the law. Tomorrow history will hold him and say, you are a great man. But if he relinquishes his position now, those who stand by him will never support any political endeavor in this country. We are getting credible information. People close to the speaker, they are informing us that the speaker intends to resign tomorrow. Sometimes our ears are bigger than your ears, because what we hear, you don't hear it. And that's why we are journalists, and we will see things, we report it. There are people writing on Facebook. I saw some on Facebook where I call other people and ask. They are saying the speaker will resign tomorrow, 9 a.m. What is informing his decision? I don't know. I don't know what is informing Speaker Kofa's decision, that he would say to the Liberian people that he will not resign. He stands by the law. So if the speaker resigns tomorrow, then he dashes the hopes of thousands of Liberians or millions of Liberians who stand by him, even though the people are divided on this matter. That he should resign, others say he should not resign. He says, I will not resign. But if he resigns tomorrow, he has dashed, or he will dash the hopes of many Liberians in this country, and they will not give him that political leverage anytime if he wants something. If you go by the Grand Crew in 2029 and say, I want to be senator, they will not elect you, Mr. Speaker. That's why I think you are an elder lawyer, a man who has a law firm, a man who has lawyers under his control, and the people go do business with, even though you know at the law firm again, that's one of the counts the guys have against you, that you have a law firm, there's a conflict of interest there because you got a law firm, you are representing the interests of so many companies in this country. These are claims that are made against you. But the question is, where were they when they elected you as speaker? Didn't they know that you were having those kind of relationships with other people when they elected you as speaker? Or because they were whining and dining with you, and some are getting some dollars when you sold none, they didn't see the wrongs. But then they see the wrongs because they want to take you off. Any attempt by the speaker to step down, I don't think he will get the support of the Liberian people. It will be like giving a free ride to the executive, that they can do anything and it goes for impunity. Look, the international community and our friends are watching this country, watching the process very closely, Mr. Speaker. The heartbreaking thing will be to give into the guys who are opting for a removal. My father, Justice Joseph D. Jala, former Justice of the Peace in Bond County. For 20 years, my father was as Justice of the Peace. He said to me one day, he said, son, the the mistake you would ever do in your life, or the greatest thing that a man can do against his own survivor, is to surrender to his enemies. Then he brought a story to me about this man called Thomas Koyongpa. Thomas Koyongpa was sent from America by the Ellen Johnson Sirleafs, the Harry Greaves, the Harry Nua, and the like of Michael Dow was around at the time. They were all, so they had this group called Liberia United Against Constitutional Democracy. They formed that group in America. That was the political arm of the MPF that came to fight our people in this country that brought war, that killed our people. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and others were the ones who funded that group. And that is why today I say I support the War Crimes Code. Ellen must go to the War Crimes Code and exonerate herself. Why she gave $15,000 to the rebel group on a child stealer and said she gave it for humanitarian purposes. And the MPF was not a humanitarian force. We'll come to that. But I'm driving to this point that my father said, you know how Thomas Koyongpa died? He said your uncle John Y. Jala was a mayor in the army. When he was killed, though, at the 15 Gate area, his neck was slashed. While we stood looking at him, and the guys dragged his body, saw some horrible things during the war. Small boys coming up. So he said, we are told that this man called Thomas Koyongpa, when he came to LBS to announce that he has taken over, he has overthrown some kind of door, he came in when he spoke. When the soldiers, I read that in a book from this man called Samuel Jackson, Rich Country, Poor People. I take my time to read out a chapter in that book every Sunday. This man called General Wright, Moses Wright Sr. His son is assistant minister in the government now, at Postal Affairs. His father was a commander for the Soften Barracks. They were moving to Monrovia. They came to the area that guns shot out, couldn't finish. They were trying to reload their weapons and everything. They moved and advanced to the area. They moved to LBS, and Thomas Koyongpa fled. I'm told he went while he was being enveloped, he captured. He took a medicine called a cyanide. It's a medicine, it's a drug, so you take it, you die instantly. In less than 2 minutes, you die. So Thomas Koyongpa was going closely to be arrested by the Dole people. He said, no, I don't want to die a painful death. So he took a cyanide and he killed himself. His dangling body was found somewhere later. And those who were rejoicing around here, oh, they not killed Koyongpa. They came to the barracks, supposedly they ate some of his body SYZ. But my father told me Koyongpa died as a result of taking the cyanide. What I'm trying to say here, I hope Omen Jerry Friday, the only surviving member of the PRC, is following the show. He can call up later and then have a testimony to this one. So you are going to the end of this war. You are in war with your colleagues who didn't see a value. Mr. Speaker, why do you want to give in if it is true that you want to give in? Why do you want to give in at this dying minute of the time? Why do you want to give in at this dying minute of the fight? Wouldn't it be well to stand alone in the fight if everybody leaves you? When it gets to a period of even suspending or expelling you, sometimes you take the blood for yourself. For people to know that you are a man. That next thing they can say, oh, the man stood for this. And those are some of the reasons why they vote for people the way they vote for people. Mahatma Gandhi, the great man in philosophy. He was a man who took decision. He stood alone. Even if it took all his men to leave him behind him, he stood and said, no, he was from India. He got killed one day while he was going for, I don't know, a Bible study or something like that. Yes, he got killed. He stood for some principles in India. The guys went against him. He said, no, I will believe in this. I will stand by it. So if it took that man, if everybody left Gandhi at a particular point, Gandhi will not leave himself. That is why I said yesterday, if everybody leaves for Antikofa, he cannot leave himself. DJ Blue crossed over yesterday, and Norman, they all crossed over yesterday. And news people are speculating again. I heard on so many newsrooms, this morning, it's speculated that many of other guys will follow because but if everybody follows Mr. Speaker, you cannot follow them. It will be like defeating your own cause, your own purpose. Why resign? If you took that decision to resign tomorrow, history and posterity will judge you very harshly, Mr. Speaker. But if you stood your ground and look in the faces of these people and say, I cannot bow down to the golden image, tomorrow, even if former president, we are saying you want to be president, if Joseph Bagazi will be president, you put your hand on the ballot paper, people will stand up for you in this country. If you are to go to Grand Crew and you say you want to be senator, someone else will go there, we'll talk ourselves. Liberians believe in people who stand for principles, who stand for something. Because if you stand for the truth, you stand for the Constitution, you stand for the laws of our country, and stand for the laws in the legislature, it means you are protecting something. You don't have to go to Grand Crew. You can say, tomorrow I will tell residents in Maggie County, or I want to go to Bon County, I'll go to Sando County, or I want to go in nearby counties here. We have the Mangeo, my big brother Mangeo. A very respected man. Who are in Bon County. He was thinking about going to Bon County. He didn't go there. He from Bapol, but he contested Maggie, he won. Eden Snow is from Grand Bassa. Monserrado, he won a bomb, he won, he ran, he won. You can go to any country. Once that track record is there that you did this and the people know who you are, the value you take with you, they will follow you wherever you go. And if you took that decision tomorrow, you go and go and say, I won't be this one, we will stand by you. We will stand by you. This is what I believe in. And so what I'm hearing, that you want to step down, you want to resign. You said to us repeatedly here, Mr. Speaker, that those things that happened before, where Edison was coerced, where Atala was coerced, they all resigned due to international pressure. Are you bowing down to international pressure? When the American people saying to us they do melt in our politics, are they talking to you behind closed door to leave? Then you dash the hopes of Liberians. They never respect you for that. They will never. This is about time I will stand by the rules of law. At 4 to 5 o'clock, Mr. J.U. Boy, a very tough talking young man. He's been abroad for a long time. He believes in the citizen as philosophy. He should have been here yesterday, but due to some problem, he didn't come. He will be here. Mr. J.U. Boy will be here as my guest. We'll talk a lot of politics surrounding the Capitol building. We talk about issues around Liberia. Let me welcome my friend and brother Shaman Idoba. Kopa Pastor is there yelling, my man. Why you, man? You need to pay here. You Emmanuel Kona far. Saying you are begin people in the country, you have abandoned me. And you know my beginning. I will not follow you. I will not go look for you. What for me? I let be brother doing. When I was in government too, I would be brother too. I used to follow you. I used to go way to Banavie feed there. I go sit down there. We go do our small thing. So then we'll put you in the car. We'll walk about small. But you get that pick up again now. You be man now. You want to look for me. You might have found you can be in a police car. They 7 me. We are. You see me by the roadside. You papa me. But you come, Kopa, you come. I yelling, eh? Okay, Kopa, I yelling. Please. Let me welcome Shama Idoba. Welcome. I have a lot of things to talk about this evening, this afternoon. Let me welcome Joseph Basilina Payne, Anthony Saki. Welcome. He's watching us on Qatar. Joseph Basilina Payne is watching us from Batawi Waterfall. Cover Techno, watching from somewhere in Monrovia. You know, there's a good news coming from the government. I'll have to read. I'll talk about that. I talked about it yesterday about the move by the government to provide insurance for all 5,000 police officers. I also talked about the move by the government to ensure that those who fall below the recent passed decent work bill below $150, they will be stepped up to that level. I will talk about that. It's a very good news that we all need to celebrate. I don't care who you are, where you are. It's good to have this kind of news coming up. I talked about it yesterday, and I listened to the minister this morning when he emphasized on the OKFM morning show, and I will talk about it a little. Cover Techno is watching us. So let me welcome Breakable Powell. We weren't here, but we are here. Here, Tongula Jeru. Good afternoon, Jala. I'm following you from Looking Town. Roosevelt Franklin Ivy Senior. Good afternoon, Jala. I'm following from Accra, Ghana. Asata Miller. Good afternoon, Greyfield. This country has returned into a complete rebel country under Bwaka government. Stephen Nangbe, welcome. He says, Good afternoon. Watching you from Pueblo Community District 3. Cover Techno said, let the law be the law. The speaker might not resign. My speaker might not. Okay, I think he's trying to say something. Cover Pastor, yeah, come to you again, yeah. I'm emphasizing very strongly. So some of the things I'm talking, you don't like it. So you always am yelling. If it was in your interest, you'd be saying, you'd be healing me. I know you're here before healing me and telling me thank you at some point for bringing some checkpoints along the way for the we are people. But today you're in government, what I say, yeah, you're not like it. So you always are yelling. But Kobe, you can also go to the place where the people can yell. The place you listen. Go there. Begin. But you gotta come from me anyway. Solomon Kona, thanks very much, my brother. Samuel Gokai, Hollywood. I'm listening to the program. I work in the United States of America. Welcome, Samuel Gokai, Hollywood. Breakable Power, just live, man. Massimo T. Donua. Good afternoon from Casablanca. Is that Morocco? I think so. Siwa Amwa Boen. I'm watching from Copa Rubber Plantation, Nima County, while Nelson Zezumo is watching from somewhere in Bond County. William S. Hain is watching me from Cowell this afternoon. William, welcome. David Vandy watching from PHP Unification Town. Sport Park, JG. David Nipa watching from Bassa Community. Shama PS Double. You are doing great job today, brother. Augustine G. Jiblo. Watching from somewhere, he said, good afternoon, Jala. Marcus Wright says, watching from Nima County. David Nyenka is watching me from where? He says, I don't know where he's watching from. Onward Thomas N. Sabo, Ono Copa Paso, he says. Movie Sony, watching from somewhere. All right. So, the guys are still coming in the numbers, man. Pete Witter, I can't read all of those, man. It's too long. Journalist Washington P. Tappet Jr., my friend and brother. He said, good afternoon, big brother Jala. I will be expecting your call. Okay, all right. Mustafa there, Sherman. Watching from Boys Town. Jacqueline, Washington. Hey, my friend Jala, Washington, how you doing, Jacqueline? A very seasoned police officer there in a years now. Good afternoon. I'm watching from Grand Bassa County, Buchanan City. Is Duncan William Gay and Ann watching? Mama Ken Dolo watching. I'm falling from Ganta. Dauda Balamu watching from Looking Town. Environmentalist Dukle Samuel Mambu watching. I'm here. He said, so Hispanic, the people choice Goa. That happened, he says. Emmanuel favored mayor. Favored that mayor. I'm watching you live from Banga City while Amos Tamasinian is watching me. Jacqueline watching. Patrick Constant Dolo watching me from Soul Clinic. Dauda Bremo watching from Looking Town. Amos Tamas Jr. watching. And all of those guys still watching. So I can read all. I was saying something earlier about the inspection, right? This is a good exercise. But again, if we all do these things, what it does is that it puts the people, it damages the hope of the people at some point. I'm one of those who have been hailing the government for the inspection, SYC, because if you are a responsible citizen, the best thing you can do for yourself is to ensure that you live in line with the laws. Jackson Matthew, good afternoon, sir, my brother, from Southern Cyprus. And Augustine Dennis, welcome from Atlanta, Georgia, the USA. Clement F. Conner, welcome. And all of you. So, some of you officials of government, because you are privileged to be in government, you have vehicles that are being used by either your spouses, your children. You will not take time to say, let me register these vehicles. But every time they encounter the inspection team, when they call you, where you're minister, you call, that minister, Copa pass away, whatever, and say, Copa pass away. The man has been calling from the war room, the reading room. The man that minister, that the man wife. They all go. If a man on a wife, they say the same thing. So many of them are the one on a man in the same government is serving in. Kopo, I'm not saying you, I'm just using it as a reference. And so what happened is that the other ones who don't want to pay also, they get us soon in the morning. By the time it's 5 o'clock, 4:30 again, we got that children. I don't know what they are solving these children for nothing. Because your child going to school in town. You wake the children up as early as 4:30 to take bath. By the time it's 5 o'clock, you leave in the house, because by that time, inspectors are not in the street. So you bulldoze via, you bring the children to school, they are sleeping in the car. You come and park those very cars in front of your offices, and you stay there up to 6 o'clock and you go back home. My urge, okay, I think Jay is here. Jay, we are on for 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock rather, Jay. Jay, you're going to be about 4 o'clock. All right, so we just confirming that. So what I think the Ministry of Transport can do, go to these ministries and agencies. The biggest one, go to Ministerial Complex, because the first inspection team is there. It will not take you anything to just go in a fence that has more than 10 or 5 ministries and ensure that those who are there who are not in line with the law, you ensure they start paying their taxes to the government, impound their vehicles right there, ensure they go and pay the government revenue. It came a time I gave my money to somebody to register my vehicle because I thought he's my in-law. He could do better for me. They meant to the money, he ate the money. So 1 week I couldn't leave my house because I didn't want to come in the street and be embarrassed by the transport people, even though many of them know me. But the first thing they will say, Gerard Griffey, you be the first man to be in compliance with the law. So he took the money, he ate the money, and kept lying to me. So 1 week I was still home, and I just had to go somewhere and take money to register the vehicles. And then I'm passing away. The only thing I owe the Liberian government, I don't get lessons, my people. That one part, me, the police people will toss on that one. But I'll get my lesson this week. I get fire extinguisher in my car. I get everything. And I've had this extinguisher in my car in my house. I bought 2, one for my house, one for my car. I've been having it since 1 year ago. So let's try to respect the government policy on paying taxes. If you didn't pay your taxes, how do you expect the government to pay you? You are invading taxes, leaving your house in the morning as early as 5 o'clock. You bypass the traffic, you come in time and stay in after 6 o'clock, you go back home. Every day you be doing that on the December comes. You are doing it to yourself and doing it to the Liberian people and as well the government, because you are an employee in the government, you are being paid every month. Then why you don't want to pay taxes to the government? So should the ordinary people pay taxes to the government and you take pay? That is why I found on the police already. I found him that he will ask his men to go and prevent and stop the collection of lawful revenue for the country that will come to pay him, Gregory Como, and the rest of the hierarchy in the police. Let me come to this one. Kafan said it this morning again, and I talked about it yesterday. And I want to say again, thank you to the government and the Minister of Finance and his team there, Bill Mangejus and others, for the facts I seen that for the first time in so many years in this country, if it's the first time, that police officers who are serving this country will now go to hospital free of charge, and you, the government, will pay the money for them. This is a good start. And I asked yesterday, I said, I hope it will not be selective or it will not be partial. But the minister explained this morning that it will not be partial, it will be comprehensive. Meaning, if you are saying you go to the hospital, when you stay there as long as you stay there, you are there, the government will pay your insurance fees. I spoke about my in-law, Mr. Bill Freeman, who is not well. We're talking to SOS Clinic. He was there for 3 days, and his bill amounted to almost $400. The guy from the police academy came and said the government couldn't honor it because he's a senior officer. He's a trainer at the academy. He wears a white shirt, and those are what people, right? So the guy said they will only pay $60 as fees for him. They will only pay $60. The rest will be borne by us, the family. So they pay the $60, and we have to pay the balance money. So that's what I was saying yesterday. I said, I hope it will not be partial. But now the minister said it will be comprehensive. It means that it will call all the police officers, which is a good news. Please text me. I'm on the radio. Please text me. which he said it will be a good thing for every police officer. So, Mr. Minister and the team, we say thank you. That's a good news. And I said to you on this medium before I came here, I wrote on my Facebook page, I say, if I see the good things, I will talk about it. If I see the wrong things, I'll talk about it. I will give every side the opportunity to come and sit here to talk. Whether you are in position, you are non-position, or ruling position, I will give you time. And I'm committed to that. That's a good news for the government. But as we say this, Mr. Minister, you have to get to the Police Inspector General to know about the fate of the class 48 people. The guys are sending me text every day. They are calling me class 46. Since January, the guy enlisted in the police, they have not taken a dime home. The police say they're going to pay them retroactively. They have not received a dime up to this time. I don't know whether they will be covered on this insurance policy. I don't know, because they're saying to me, we are trained on a George, we will graduate in January. Since our graduation, they have not given us any money, but we are working. So do they see us as different police officers from the other police officers? I say, I don't know. Or do they see us as Georgia police? I say, I don't know. Because under Georgia, there were other police officers that were trained more than 3 times here. So I don't think they'd say that you are Georgia police people. But as we come to break the good news to them about the insurance policy, we must remind you about the class 46. They say they gave you 48 hours. If you don't settle their claims, they will bring their children and their wives and their family people. They will come and block the police office, their main headquarters. They will go to foreign affairs and block the place. They will go to the executive mansion and block it. They will go to key ministers and agencies and block all the areas until you pay them. Until you pay them. That's what they're saying. A hint to the wise is quite sufficient. Now, there's another thing the minister talked about, which I know, and I hear people put on Facebook, they're laughing, they're jumping here and there. Some of them on 1 foot, some of them on 2 foot. They say, oh, they can be increasing what's on salaries. If you listen to the minister very well, and what I took from him, I said yesterday, thank you that you can bring people on par, because he made mention of a paramount chief or so, a chief in one of the counties, I think in River G or Riverside County, that makes $53, and which is taxable. So a man makes $53, he taxes again. What do you leave with him? Nothing. So he talked about that those who fall on the minimum wage bill, on $150, which is a ceiling set by the government of Liberia. If you fall under 150, your salary will come to 150. You'll not make less than 150. And we're hearing that it will be about 28,000 people, which is a good news. And those of you who are rejoicing that they come and carry civil servant salary up, it's not true. Gaffer is saying to us simply that those who they're going to carry that salary up are those who are making below the 150. So if you make 150 above, they're not adding anything on your salary. If you're making 150 up, they're not adding anything on your salary. Let me just take this break quickly. Oh yes, the flag of Liberia. And so this is what he said, and it's a good news for those who are who have been paid in this country for long. If it was honor George Weah or a happy honor Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, we say thank you to the rescue team. This is what you promised the people. You made some promises and said, I will build you bridges where there are no waters. I will bring heaven to earth. And you say you'll be the best government in the whole Liberia, in the extended history of Liberia. That's what they elected you for. So those lapses that were there before, now you have come to see them, you feel them. But those of you who are rejoicing that they come and carry your salary up, and government said they can carry, it is not an increment. And that it takes place as of January 2025 next year. Is that now? And the minister said, every government employee, whether a minister or layman sleeping on the ground, you will get a salary between the 24th to the 25th to the 26th, which is a good news too. The second one I want to hear from the CSA people is the one which my brother Joker said, that they will have a time to pay people 2 times a week. If your bank money is being paid to the bank, you can go to the bank, take your money, and they will pay some more interest. If all of those work, it will also be good. I don't know what the people are benefiting from it now. I don't know. But do not be so enthusiastic and say government coming carry salary up. No, they're not carrying salary up. If you make it 150, that 150 stands there. That one can only be done at the legislature. When the budget goes there, they say the civil servant across the whole country, everybody making 150, right? Will add $20 to that money. Then that is increment right there. So you make it 150, you make 170 now. It is an increment that affects the entire workforce. But this one is for people who have been grossly underpaid. So that's not increment. The first thing is the government announced here to us that they will not even increase salary until 2028. 1 year before they leave forward, they will not carry salary up. The government wrote the IMF. I read a statement here the other day. The Oracle News Daily Carry, the Investigator Carry, Front Page Africa Carry, they wrote the IMF say because what they're saying, they will not carry salary up because of the economic challenge you have. So based on that, it tells me that the government lied to you people. Those of you who are singing here, you harmonize my pay, I harmonize a job. I discussed it here before. I'm reminding you that you shouldn't be hopeful that you will have an increment in your salaries. No. The government of Joseph Newman Boaka wrote the IMF and saying the IMF say we have a problem. We cannot pay more than what we're paying now. Because if we pay more than what we're paying now, we're not care about development in this country, which I agree also at some point. Because we can use all our money on salaries. But infrastructure-wise, this is good. But you made these promises to the people, say, I will carry your salary up. Why now you say you can carry up? And I said to you, I said, this policy of harmonization that was brought by George Weah, it was not George Weah alone who made this thing done. It was the IMF that advised that let's do it this way, or else the wage bill was so high, it will keep paying people this money on the book. It means that at the end of the day, you will not have anything for infrastructure for development in the country. So let's do harmonization. And we said to people during the campaign, say, I don't care, Jesus Christ come in Liberia, he will not change his policy. It's a policy on the book. Where does a country get new revenue generation from? Do we have any other sources of generating resources? If there are other areas of generating resources, then we can go back on the drawing board. I think so in my mind. The government can go back to the IMF and say, even though we say we can't pay, we can't carry a salary up, we have identified other areas of revenue. All we can do now, we can carry certain people's salary up. And you do it gradually. Gradually. But holistically, that threshold is set when the budget is sent to the legislature. It's the legislature that sets that threshold, and it comes to the executive for approval. Then everybody gets increment. But this one they're talking about, don't be happy enough for you, maybe 150 or maybe 175 or maybe 200. If for the people that are making $60, for the people that are making $25 and up or less than 150. And one good thing the minister said, they will also add some money to the salaries of the police, the EPS, the soldier people, yes, which is good. A soldier man says, yeah, in the barrack in Kanama, for example, or he says right in Can Shuffling, or Can Totma, Can anywhere. The man has no other area to get money. He only depends on the salary at the end of the month. No wonder why the other time they were even agitating for salaries. The man makes $250 or $200. It doesn't come on time. There's a memory around here. They put my uncle for left on the ground on the fire. And here's why he had a rare memory and said, my people, he told the head of the commanders of the various battalions, you have to do it, man, we'll pay the money, but let it wait small. And the government pay the money. But if the government is coming to say, I will pay, we'll carry their salary up for 25, but adding $25 there, it's a good news for our men in the blues. our men in the greens, our men in the EPS and all. That's a good news. I didn't know the strength of the army. I didn't know the strength of the police. I don't even know the strength of the immigration. Neither do I know the strength of the fire service. Neither do I know the EPS strength. So if the government posts all of them together and it goes to me 15,000 people. So just imagine they're paying $20 on each of them. Just imagine how much money the government will be paying extra. That's a good news for me. This is Voice of Liberia, 104.1. My name is Jala Grayfield. I'm the nation's heavenly J. I will take your calls very shortly. But let me recognize a few other guys who join me. Jay, okay. Jay, you boy will be here. Let me start taking some calls. On 0770 907 907. 0770 907 907 is the number. But let me recognize and welcome Mr. Bakayoko. He said, come on, Lord Jala. Good afternoon, big brother Jala Grayfield. Thanks for the show. CDC Papi Sources Keita for life. Good afternoon, Voice of Liberia. I'm watching from Dubu Road. Please God have mercy on our country. Yekasin Kwe. Good afternoon, sir. Yekasin Kwe is my name. I'm following from Buchanan, Grand Bassa County. My guest is here. The long-awaited Jay is here. We'll have a good conversation. Let me read the text messages coming from the guys. Then we can commence our conversation after taking some calls. Jackson Matthews, good afternoon, Jala Grayfield. Let the law be the law. I'm watching live from Softon, Cyprus. Keep sending your messages. I'll read them for you on our page. Just go to Voice of Liberia page and you will get the best from there. We'll read all your comments. And my drug bar. Good afternoon, big brother Jala. And thank you for the show. Let me take some calls now. Good afternoon, welcome. You are live on Voice of Liberia.
Good afternoon, big brother Jala.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome.
My name is Soti Tere and I call you from Ghana's.
Welcome, Soli.
Yeah, people are you are saying, oh, but I listened to the finance minister this morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the finance minister says some things that, you know, that they will not do for the people. And the health worker concerning the nurses and the physicians,
mm-hmm.
you know, people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, during the 2024 budget, they even took us on the poor money. They even cost us that money because the 2024 budget, we have allocated money in it for the people, for the health workers.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why the health worker put the answer at the final.
And those whose salaries were carried up were the doctors, because there were 2,000 doctors that came. They were in the country working, but there was something called a pool fund. When a pool fund dried up and they couldn't pay those doctors, they laid them off.
Exactly.
When Ellen left power. So we have said that these people are Liberians. Yeah. They cannot be here, and we allow them after being trained. They are here working because Ellen has left power and the pool fund has dried up. We should let them go. So that's how we are instructing the Minister of Finance to have the incorporated in payment in 2000.
Exactly so. So there's a petition the people went and read at the Ministry of Finance.
Mm-hmm.
Telling the Finance Minister that if you get increase our salary, you should not take the one that the people put in the budget for us.
Mm.
So this is what happened. So, you know, the one listening to in the morning was saying that, you know, I call it, even let's go to the road issue, Jala.
Mm-hmm.
The road they are facing now, they are passing the road. They're not facing the road. The road from Liberia-VOL Bridge to Freeport, they're passing the road. They're coming to put another cement again.
No, but he said, he also said today, listen, government also said today that the Japanese government has given approbation for that. They've given some attention to that. They said they will start work. So from the Freeport going to Liberia-VOL Bridge, they will all have that road done, but it'll be done during the dry season.
Then if the Japanese government has given some money, then which means they come and give up pass road. They're not giving on the real road. Japanese government.
No, I think what they're doing now is intended to just give you a pliable road right now, so that your car can be passing.
If here is not taking, we'll still experience the same thing that happened during the rainy season.
You don't think they will come and remove all the asphalt?
No car will show in the mall. We'll still experience the same thing.
Okay.
Passing road in Liberia now, we tired with that. Let me just face the room one time. We got public work. Let public work go and do some work.
Thank you.
Be working. We should not be giving the poor free money.
Thank you. You made your point. The next caller, welcome.
Good afternoon, brother.
You sound like Mohammed Getawe.
Yeah, this is Mohammed Getawe, member of the civil rights movement in Liberia.
Let's hear you, my brother.
Jala, let me really commend you for your discussion this afternoon. You know, whenever you're on the microphone, the sound comes correct. Firstly, I want to commend the government for the step taking. All those that they unpaid, more especially in government circle, you know, and they came to $150 United States. That is commendable. The government should not only be thinking about the private, I mean the government sector, what we call civil servant. Private sector, because a lot of people have been underpaid. They see a condition all over the country. Some people working in the country, they pay them even $30 per month. They our survey as a civil service organization. So we are calling on the government and the labor minister. It should not only focus on the civil servant, because you know private sector is easy for any country for developmental drive. Lastly, we are monitoring Jefferson Kofa. Even if one person will live with him, he told us that he will remain with the constitution.
He will not resign. But I was just, I was like picking the mouths of some people around him, and that's why I'm told he's considering that he will step down. And that happens tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And I was just saying that in my short way, I said, if you did that, Mr. Kofa, you dash the hopes of Liberians who stood by you and standing by you. That tomorrow you want to be president, you want to be senator of a grand crew, nobody will go around you because you have failed the people.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, people are scared for people around the world. The Martin Luther King Jr. in the United States, they made for society to change. If the people will remove the chair for Kofa, it will be in history for him to resign, because the Constitution says today should remove the speaker. The United States speaker should resign. And he said he will stand by the Constitution. So we all Liberians are following the right thing around the world. We are expecting Jay for Kofa, even if he will remain standing alone. No man will go in. The character matter. So we are looking at it with ego. Thank you very much for the opportunity, bro. Jala.
Thank you. And I made mention of Mahatma Gandhi in India. The man took some decisions. Even if he took a decision and say, if the majority does not like it, I will like it myself. He stood his ground as one of the greatest philosophers in the world. And if Fonadi Kofa will say, I will not turn myself, or I will not resign, even if it causes my colleague to expel me from the legislature, he stands on the side of the law and uphold the law to the letter. History will recall him as one of the best sons of this country. And I say again, the day we ask him to be president in this country again, if Fonadi puts his head on the ballot papers, people from all walks of life will vote for him. Even if he contests in Grand Creek County, they'll go and vote for him. But he falls because of political pressure, then he's done. Hello, welcome.
Hello, sir. How you doing?
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Jala, I want to commend the finance minister this morning. He performed well and did his work coming. It is not something strange to us. It is just okay, because we know that's what we tell people. Sorry, first of all, my name is Festus Flomo.
Okay, Festus.
But I will make you understand that this is what we talk about experience. People have a say, they say, where the old man can sit and see, the young man can climb Kilimanjaro will not see there. So that's what we call experience. We know that bro will be delivered. We know the old man will do a great thing for this country because we are seeing the sample. So I don't even know how to commend the old man seriously. So thank you very much for your show.
All right, let me take the next caller. I think Omen Jerry Friday was trying to call me, the former PRC member. I'm told he's the only surviving member of the PRC. He monitors the issue very well. When he calls back, I'll pick him. Let me take David King. David, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Jala.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, this is David King. I do join the conversation from the Liberia-VOL.
Okay.
I listened to the talking point this afternoon. The first one has to do with the recitation of the speaker anytime soon. Let me say this. if the speaker just go ahead and resign, then you'll be compared to Eddie Dollar and Dollar Ellens too. Because for the speaker to be a legal-minded person, because two persons deflected from him yesterday, and it will show his weakness, I think he's not doing the Liberia-VOL justice. With the case of Eddie Dollar yesterday, the public did not stand with Eddie Dollar. But with Fonati, the public are standing with Fonati. It's a shame. The other day, I was at Ria Junction when the lawmaker was passing, and motorcyclists, money teachers along the road were referring to them as rule, you know, the kind of name. One people who be honorable people, and they be referred to as criminal. So for that thing, you are a moral person. So because DJ Pooh and Zidane left, so you want to resign? If you resign, I would never have any respect for you. No. And the next thing has to do with Mr. Gaffar statement he made. No, Jara, in the country, corporation are then our problem. And this is why sometimes we don't disseminate information that can go on people properly because we don't comprehend. He said there's a cheap deal that make you $53. They're below the minimum wage. At this time, for somebody making no kind of money and taxable, to make sure everybody will be on equal path.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. Because even DA officers, no guys are chasing drug dealer. They make it $60 per month. Yeah? How can somebody for the drugs paying $60? So it's a good start by him. So Liberians just stop jumping in the air because even that harmonization Mr. Weir did, it was
fatherhood line.
It was done by himself. He did it in consultation with the international partners that we have for the IMF to do whatsoever. So the government cannot do harmonization.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, David King. Let me take the next caller. Thank you, David King. Let me take this caller from here. It's Omen Jerry Friday. I mentioned it earlier. A former member of the PRC, Mr. Jerry Friday, welcome. Omen Jerry Friday, are you there?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
But you control our studio, then then I'm gonna call you. You must send me money,
I thought you want to talk to, so you gotta call you and bring your own.
Yeah, but I saw something that people telling me say, you listen to your man, Jala. Yeah.
No, I was here using it as a reference. I was talking about Koyongpa, and I was talking about a story my father told me. Maybe I can call you back, but let me restate the story. Maybe I can call you back. If you're monitoring. Are you monitoring?
Yeah, but...
Okay, so I was saying...
what was the reason?
I was like saying that the speaker is going at the finish line of this whole crisis. We are getting information he wants to resign. My father, a justice of the peace in Bon County for 20 years, told me one day how Thomas Koyongba died. And I was referencing you as a member of the PRC then, that he took a cyanide and died because he did not want for the door guys to capture him. If they had captured him, he was going to die a painful death. So he took a cyanide and killed himself before the boat killed himself. I was saying that in short, for the cover is fighting this crisis with these people, it is almost going to the finish. And people are still standing by. Why does he want to resign? That was the knowledge I was making. No, we're going to talk about killing. Oh man, no, not say that. No. You get to that 18 that they will get about killing somebody here. Let me take Honorable Marvin Cole. He's trying to call me here. Honorable Cole, how are you?
It's a very good afternoon to you, and I want to be grateful for the opportunity because I've been monitoring your show.
Okay.
Thank you for affording me the opportunity to be on your radio.
How are you faring this afternoon, Honorable Cole, after you were suspended by the Nigeria bloc yesterday, which contravenes your own rules that the speaker will appoint members of committees for 3 years, and you've not gone 1 year yet, your colleagues have suspended you?
Jala, the rules of the House of Representatives will be upheld at all times. The laws will always be tested, and we will exhaust every opportunity and options available to us legally. But I mean, that's the political theater, as they always said, but it doesn't mean that politics will supersede the law. The law is the highest mayor of the land that controls everyone.
Mm-hmm. And so, having said that, it means that you're going to challenge your suspension. How?
Of course, we are going to seek a legal remedy through the Supreme Court, because to suspend somebody, our rules are clear. You must have 2/3 majority, which we have also been talking about with the speaker. And then to even have somebody suspended, you must have a vote. You must give the person a due process. And you know that in the midst of crisis, you never expected that I could have submitted myself through a process that I disagree with. So I think it would be a wisdom if my colleagues believe that Marvin Cole should be suspended for the time they're talking about when you were in crisis. In crisis, you cannot be inviting somebody to come and appear before you in crisis. I mean, they themselves know that was a major misstep. So I want to go to the court.
Now, going to the court means that you have recognized them as majority bloc. That would be something that someone will be saying that while Cole is going to court, he says by the speaker who has a legitimate gavel in his hand. Why is he going to court after he's been suspended by his colleague? It means you recognize them.
No, it doesn't mean that you are recognizing them. Let me say to you, the first thing that they have said to lift my immunity. So when I see the government acting in that state, then it means that now the government is the one that I'm going to be taking issue with. But as far as I know, my police are not formally communicated with me and have told me anything concerning suspension, and I have not received any written communication from them relating to suspension. So as far as I know, that conversation has not been brought to me. If it was to be brought to me and I see the police or the government acting in that line, or maybe somebody preventing me from accessing my office, then those are actions now that I have to go to the court for redress.
So until that is done, you wait until the directive officially.
Yes, once I receive that, then it becomes official. Then I can now go to the court. But you cannot just be referring to speculations. If you like, it happens in the case of happened in the case of the speaker when they read resolution to have him removed. And when we went to the Supreme Court, their counselor that represented the council of Vice Chairman said, no, nothing has been done. We didn't do anything about removal. It's about complaint. So, I mean, that was a shot on the part of the speaker or on our part when we submitted our lawsuit. We should have waited. My understanding that the action should have been defected, and then we now go to the court to restrain them from continuing those actions.
There was a major defection yesterday. Two of your colleagues who stood on the side of the law, they always say, we stand by the law. We stand by the speaker. We'll die with the speaker. We saw the crossing over of DJ Blues yesterday, and that of Zina Normal. What does that bring to this? Did it come as a surprise to you guys?
No, with my experience, I would never be surprised because, politicians are influenced by behind-the-scenes actors. Those are things. Those are indicators that some of those people may have been influenced for several reasons behind the scene that you may not understand or comprehend. But I mean, everybody has his or her choice to make a decision, because when you make the determination and tell the Liberian people something very important and then you do otherwise, sometimes you just shift a questionable character upon yourself that you will live with for the rest of your life. It better like some two instances, the Supreme Court ruled and restored the authority of the speaker, or the speaker on his own volition say, look, I know I've been able to test the law, I've stood up, and then this is my end point. I will step aside. At that point, you legitimate the presiding officer, that is the deputy speaker. You can submit to that process. It's going to be a legal process.
Even though you are not surprised, but you are shocked that you didn't expect those guys to leave you after singing songs of praises of Kofa and all the accolades to him.
The situation with me, it was like Jesus Christ. he being God, but in his human form that did not express or demonstrate as God, God is who, so to speak, he said to his 12 disciples, one of you will betray me when they were eating. And everybody started to look at each other and say, but I don't know. Because everybody, you know the story of Peter behind Jesus and said, Lord, even though enemies are coming, I will kill all of them, I will kill myself for you. But when they reached to the 11th hour, where it was about time for those Roman soldiers to apprehend Jesus Christ at the time, people started to defect, and there were a lot of exodus of people moving from this place to that point. In fact, just believe people who got healed as a result of Jesus' action, some of them started to even run from that place. But that's the character of human beings. So, I mean...
So has it reached a point now that Mr. Marvin Cole, that the speaker will not trust anybody on his blog now?
I'm not getting... No.
Has it reached a point that he, the speaker, will not trust any of the colleagues on his side?
I think the issue here is not whether or not the speaker would trust people. The issue is whether or not individuals who are with the speaker would trust themselves. If you don't trust yourself and you are betraying or deceiving yourself, it's not the speaker, because all of us who are standing with the speaker, we must reach at a point that collectively we can take a decision to say, okay, this is a decision, whatever case it is that we're going to take, we should take it. But people are going because they had, what I said to you, Jala, they are comparing circumstantial reasons why people are going over there. They are not going there on their own volition. Some of them, the inducement, some of them, there's so many things that people say. For instance, I am just insinuating with this part. Jala, if I were to send for you and say, Jala, 1980, you took money from this place, this is the record, and we'll have it on you. And if you don't come and you know that the government is supporting you, we'll make sure that the government prosecutes you. But at that point in time, you will be compelled not to go. You will start to find justifiable reasons why you should join
if you are in camp, these people, like the way the majority blog is doing, in my mind, they wouldn't have left you.
No. When you said no, I believe the independence of each and every one of us. That's why the speaker can continue to protect, that he will stand by the independence of each of us. We were not there because of him. It was clear. If you are about to go, just tell the people, look, I have not spoken to anybody in that majority group. I am going there on my own volition. I mean, nobody's going to stop you from doing what you feel that you should be able to do that will be politically prudent for you. So, I mean, that is the situation.
Now, Marvin, let me ask you the final question as you take leave of us. How is the speaker faring as you speak? There have been reports speculating on social media, and some sources informing us that he has made a decision to step down tomorrow at 9 o'clock. What do you know about that?
Well, you know that the speaker, the first thing I want to tell you, the speaker is in a very difficult position. This is a period in his life that he's been challenged politically, and his family, his political associates, also his colleagues are with him. So it's a very tough decision for the speaker. I just left the speaker about 45 minutes ago. We have been talking, and I've been punished because I stood for the rule of law, and I stood against being disloyal to a colleague and a friend and a brother. So that's one of the reasons I've been punished. And
how will you say you've been punished by a group of people that you think they don't have the legitimacy? How did they punish you?
When I say punish, there are several ways you can punish people. If I decide that I cut off speech from you, of course, cutting off speech from you will not mean anything, but that will be a punishment, because there should be no reason I should look at you and just cut off speech when we have been speaking. So those are some of the things that I'm referring to. Jala, I think what I want to say here is the centrality of my conversation. I want to make it very clear, crystal clear. I have never, and I will never speak to anybody on the other side that I will have to go there and join them because I will have to sign document again for Nati Kufa. Every man for my expulsion from the house or representatives, if the colleague was legally seated and they have reasons to expel me, maybe the only thing are two options I will have to apologize to them. If they were legally seated and I know I committed wrong, I will be able to apologize. If I did not commit any wrong and you think that because you got majority, you want to run for the majority, and if you are seated legally and you say you want to expel me, I will go to the law. And if the law supports the action, fine, that be it. But I would never, ever in my life, no amount of pressure can make me sign a resolution again for Nanti.
The tough talking Marvin Cole I heard a few days ago is that the same tough talking Marvin Cole right now from the sound of your voice.
I will remain focused. I will remain determined. There's one thing I can guarantee to everybody. You know, I've been seeing all those petty children on the radio, the Facebook talking, oh, the man finished, the man finished. I mean, every time you are challenged in your life as a politician, you have to reinvent ideas that you will be. I don't want to say you have to rejuvenate your motivate yourself and know that these challenges, that they're tough times, they're not going to last. I will overcome them. So when crises come, your ability to overcome those crises make you a very good politician. So I'm not deterred about that. Nothing going to stop me from being focused and being determined. In that house, my voice will never be hidden because there's nothing about the House of Representatives I don't know. Everything that will be done will be brought to light. So we're not going to do anything as usual.
Now
Joseph Boakai, we help Joseph Boakai with the doctrine of not business as usual, even though he has betrayed that doctrine, but we'll help him to uphold it.
I asked a question earlier as to whether the speaker has considered resigning tomorrow, and you said he finds himself in a very difficult position. Can you please be straight to the question? Has he considered resigning? You are a very strong colleague of his. And you are privy to this kind of conversation.
I'm not only colleague of the speaker. I'm one of the senior lieutenant in his block. So anything concerning resignation, it means that people are also be asking him to do so. Anything against his resignation, it will be people are asking him to do so.
And you are not asking to do so. You are not asking to do so, right?
No, listen. What I can emphatically inform you about and confirm is the speaker is considering right now, as we speak, all of the options available at his disposal. The speaker made one simple and one commitment to the Liberian people. The day I know that the people reach the 49, I will step aside. Stepping aside could determine his resignation or recusal. So as we know, we are watching. We have our political lenses. Once we are credibly informed, which we are not going to determine in the next few hours, that yes, the guys have 49 against the speaker. As the speaker said to the Liberian people, he will live up to that commitment. But until then, the speaker is the speaker, and he stayed determined to stand where he is.
No resignation at all.
We have information. That people are determined to cross, and when those people cross over and they get the majority block, so to speak, gets the 49, the speaker will live up to the commitment that he made.
Oh, you are getting information that people want to cross over?
Yes, that is confirmed.
Were they induced financially, and what did it take? What's the amount they took? Because I'm told that huge amount of money has come again.
I want to be a little bit tight-lips on the names of the individuals who are determined to go. And we'll only know them tomorrow. Jesus Christ said, you shall know them by their fruits. So tomorrow we'll be able to know. If our colleagues are going there, let me tell you, Clarence, some of the colleagues and I want to be fighting. Jala means Jala Griffey. Some of the colleagues who are going over there, I cannot be 100% prompt to tell you that people taking money or they're not taking money. People got several reasons that are inducing them, that are compelling them to go to the other side. So, I mean, people got reasons, but I can tell you one commitment. If from now by 2 o'clock midnight tonight, 2 a.m. in the morning, once the speaker gets the information that yes, those individuals are signed, the speaker will resign.
And after resigning, he's made himself to the majority block of investigation.
Speaker will be prepared for every and all options, because what he wants to clear is the 6 counts. The 6 counts that were leveled against the speaker of the 55th. He wants to have an opportunity. The burden on the accuser to give the speaker the opportunity. At that point in time, we'll know actually who wants audit or who doesn't want audit.
Yeah, so Marvin on this one. Resignation and recusal are two things. Now he said, if you get it for 49, I'll recuse myself. Now you're saying if they get it for 49, he'll resign. Which one are we talking about here?
No, maybe that was not the right choice of word, because I'm not a speaker, because I've been listening to him. That what I said, 2 options. The speaker could determine that let me recuse myself and submit myself from
and once they get it 49, he'll recuse himself. It's not about his will. Once they have the 49, he'll recuse himself.
Yeah, it's automatic. No, when you have the 49, There are processes. When you have to vote for the nine, you have to come to section and present your resolution to the speaker while he presided. But the speaker does not want that, because he knows that colleagues of his are determined to do what they are doing. They are determined to do what they want to do. So the speaker does not want to subject himself to that process. So once it is confirmed, every side got people, once it is confirmed that they have 49, that's what I said. The determination is on the speaker to recuse himself, because recusal is a choice. Resignation is a choice that is squarely incumbent upon the individual who may do it. So it will be on the speaker to say, okay, you know why? At this point in time, there's no need to continue to fight. They have the 49. No matter what I do, I recuse myself, because the accuser is going to be the judge. So I will not get that fire.
So as I leave you, Mr. Marvin.
1 minute. 1 minute, please. There where I want the Liberian people to understand. Those individuals who have recused the speaker going to be the one to preside over the investigation. I mean, I don't see anywhere that he's going to have a fair and free and transparent trial. The next time we have an opportunity in our house, we will set up a complete council that should be able to do the investigation in the future. If a speaker,
so you are saying the accusers are the ones who will be the investigators?
The accuser will be the investigator. So maybe I'm not going to talk for the speaker on this one. He might just determine, look, I will not get fair trial. There will be no need. The people have determined that they don't want to work with me. So and he signs to step aside and say, look, I am still willing to be judged. And the only thing I want you to do, you say I refuse audit, allow the GAC to audit the House of Representatives. I can guarantee that will be one of the things that the speaker will be holding on to.
Thank you so very kindly, Honorable J. Marvin Cole, for making your input into our program.
Well, Jala, I want to say thank you, because we are all fellow brothers from bone. We got to continue to be what we are and who we are, and we'll always be who we are. May the Almighty God bless our land, and I hope that Liberia continue on the path, on the trajectory of peace and stability as the past two presidents have done. It is my hope that this president will continue on that. Thank you very much.
Moro Isha Nadama. Marvin Cole is District 3 representative in the legislature. You heard him. He's not too clear in his exposition about the speaker. But we're getting that information that he might resign tomorrow. And he is a cabinet member of the speaker. JU boys here. We'll talk about those issues. Cabinet Hill politics, South TDC politics. Let me take a few calls. Hello, welcome.
Hello, Jala, how you doing?
I'm okay, sir. Welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great. This is the voice of William Hines, and I'm filming from Caldwell, New Jersey.
Please go ahead, sir.
I listened to Honorable Cole, but Jala, you said it. I like the way you tough questions. I like that. Indeed, a speaking knowledge, to be honest. The question you asking, the Mexico who was very vocal has reduced his pressure when it comes to pushing for the speaker or pushing for the rule of law. I'm listening to him kill it. He don't want to be clear to when people to say the speaker will be down tomorrow. He squarely laid it on some lawmakers trying to go over to the majority bloc. If you remember, there is information out from I think was it Koga or somebody. He said that there are lots of colleagues within the vote that said my man young and region 44. Let I hit the 44 or 45. If you can remember that discussion. And today it is coming to fruition. We are seeing it. The speaker aired. And right now we are hearing that there is some meeting going on. You hear Mexico saying that you have the speaker for 5 minutes ago, right?
What do you do at a meeting?
There is going on. They push Musa Benete as the next speaker.
But what is wrong with Musa Benete going as speaker? Doesn't he have a right to be speaker if he wants to?
Oh no, he has the right. But this is the way. This is the side that Fanati is putting right now. That's
okay. All right.
Musa Benete to come, and when Musa Benete can, you will support Musa Benete. All we can say to Liberia
is legislative politics. If you suppose it, there's nothing wrong about that.
I agree.
All right.
100%. I agree, but my issue is this, right?
Yeah, you got to end quickly. I have Mr. Brandt on the line. Yeah, go ahead.
The Liberian people been saying that, and the speaker been saying that you will hold on to the law. This is the point, Chala. I want you to understand from my angle. If the speaker,
Look, Omen, don't keep stressing that thing over and over and again. It is a normal game. If Musa Blede goes there and he's elected by his colleagues, if he decide to put a speaker on any committee that is luxurious committee like a Ways and Means, it's up to him. So the guys who are fighting for the removal of the speaker, they all be voting. So let's not be going up and down with this one.
yeah, my point is,
I got your point, Mr. Hand. So let's leave it that way. Let's take another caller. Hello, welcome, sir.
Yes, Chala, this is Brantati from Monrovia.
Former Grand Jury County Superintendent. How are you?
Yeah, thank you so much. And let me thank you for your analysis and some of the things you've been talking about. Let me go to the point I listened to Honorable Martin Cole, and I also been following the legislative politics. You know, always executive will, whether speaker resign, speaker remove, always executive will support legislative politics. Because it's where they get their support to fund their projects and all those kind of things. But let me go to the point before I made this specific point. Jala, you and my friend here, you know, we talk about law and we talk about politics. Well, if there's an accident somewhere and police had to go there to arrest the situation, maybe somebody should go to court, we will be perfect. And the group of people come and see that the person who made the accident wrong, and they start beating the person, and even when the person is alive, will it be okay? Because I'm more justice now.
You tell me whether it'll be okay. You tell me.
Because the thing is, more justice will not be okay. The one, even Chico's and all the things on your station, you tell people that more justice not good. If you are offended, go through the law. So now we have a precedent of people pressurize because the speaker resigned. He has been once, he has been twice, and even in the Senate, he has been once, or Honorable Isaac Gilambo. Well, we are now where people pressurize the speaker and you hold on to the law until that the law takes its course.
Okay.
So we have to have two precedences. So say we have precedent one, and you know, because of precedent one, we always have pleasure in the political pressure. And we try to have precedent two. Precedent two have been so sticky, people have been spending money, people left their homes, they got to...
The next caller, hold on, I'll take you.
They got to take tariff to hotel and all the kind of things. So for now, let DJ Blue and Normal turn over themselves. Are they in the hotel now? They left their residence?
I don't know.
These are some of the things, Jala. So
all right.
When you come here, and so you can retain the president in the executive in the fight for.
Thank you.
For control. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Brantad. Let me take this call for you. I'll take a few more calls, and I'll take Jay 10 minutes to 4 o'clock. Hello, welcome.
Thank you, Pibara Jara. A pleasant good afternoon.
Is that Hussein Kewu?
Yes, this is Hussein Kewu. Thank you.
Hussein, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I call particularly because I listen to Martin Cole. And the Martin Cole are known over the years. It's not a Martin Cole that was funny, you know.
So you listen when I'm crazy, right?
Yes. Yes. The fire brand Martin Cole. People, let me say this to you, it's over already. Either the speaker resign tomorrow or the guy get it the 49. That is over for a fact. And this is why we have said to people continuously, this is like rough for you. Yesterday I said on your show, if DJ Blue Bernard Benson will cross over and that of Zina Norman, who have made commitment continuously that they will remain with the side of the law, and all of a sudden they have gone to so-called majority bloc, that is Liberian politician for you. For those of us who support them, pay our loyalty, you know, our life is involved with threat because we pay loyalty to them, that is Liberia for you.
Okay.
That is Liberia for you. This is a lesson to everyone, more especially the young people who think that they owe more loyalty to the party and politicians than the country. So it is an open advice to everyone who are shouting and saying, all the guys are integrity outcome and the other guys are rebel. Now you have two integrity outcome have joined the rebel group. I hope they will remain the integrity outcome in the rebel group.
Let me take one more call and then I'll call it a quit. I want to take Jay for I did 10 minutes to the hour. Let me say welcome to you, Ali Bakayoko. He said, Common Logic. And Ali Bagayoko said, thanks for all you guys continue to do in the interest of the Liberian people. Boy, Govego Mavi, I'm following you from Lagos, Nigeria, is Boy Govego Mavi. And Frank Mayon, I'm watching from my office on the Capitol Bypass. Marvin Dolo, good afternoon, my big brother Jala Grayfield. We are getting there following you from Carwell, while Archie Brown says he's watching from a vocal mission. Let me take the final caller. Hello, welcome.
Jana, thank you, and let me appreciate you for this afternoon conversation.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Thank you. This is Daniel Iman calling you from Road Community District 14.
Okay.
And let me appreciate you for your splendid deliberation this afternoon. You see, let me join you to appreciate the president vis-a-vis the finance minister for the budget being presented to the Honorable House of Representatives. All right, the good things that you just highlighted when it comes to the civil servants, the men in arms and blues, and the security sector, the nurses, and that of the doctors. So we appreciate the government for that. And as he said, next year, next budget year, better things to happen. Things will be better than now. Okay. And one thing, Minister Ngapwan, whenever he appears as CEO, you don't see political party in him. He always appreciated the past government, the past let's say the former minister, the former for doing their best, and he's going to pick up from there now. As the last caller said, the previous caller, the Melvin show we all know it's not the Melvin show that just was speaking with you. Because the information and the way you were thinking directly, you look at from the account, you have gotten the information. And with him, you know, when he said aloud, when he said that he was going to go to court, but then later he said he needs that giving credence to a very good group, he tried to shut away from being realistic. So thank you very much for tomorrow.
Thank you so very kindly. Where are my guys there? Please come and set up the camera for my guest. Is anyone there? Please come in the studio and set a camera for my guest. This one is called Protect Our Leaders by the man PCK. Let me welcome Ms. Evelyn Brown. Says she's watching us from Soul Clinic Mission area. Is anyone outside there? Please come in the studio and set up the camera for my guest.
I love my country, I love my county, I love my people. Father, save us from the pandemic, especially our leaders.
Oh yes, welcome to the show. We're trying to set up for the studio guest, and this is Voice of Liberia 104.1. Broadcasting the Capitol Bypass in Monrovia. Where is my man J Nimayu fucking CA? Mr. David Sefa Massacre Senior, the director of the Salvation Army School System, Liberia Command in Sierra Leone. Mr. David Sefa Massacre, how are you?
Mama esa wakalao, see you have a kalao. Mama
oh yes, Niswako Mayo Joa Hawa Taylor. former Vice President of Liberia, or Excellency,
Anthony B.
Mayone Swakoko, Joy Howard Taylor. My Monica, I will call you today after the show. Let me welcome Mr. Breakable Powell. Liberia is not a serious country. Majority of the citizens are not serious people. Breakable Powell says that. Margaret Van is here. My friend and brother Martin, the big policeman there in Johnsonville. Martin, how are you this afternoon? The Operation guys, man, for the view, I think so. Martin, go after to my big brother.
I love
With Martin, welcome to the show. You know, this is the biggest voice in the afternoon. It's based on Puget, and I'm here. My name is Jala Grayfield. I'm the national secretary. Remember Jala Grayfield chapter 1 verse 1. Let's talk and talk and talk and talk, and never shall we fight. Fighting shall never be our portion. Good afternoon, big brother Jala. Another caller is there saying that one. As soon as the camera gets on my guest, we'll go straight to him. He will introduce himself. He's a passionate young man who loves his country. I've followed him so many times while he was abroad, and we kept talking. And I reached out to him. I said, "Man, you seem to be a very strong talker." And I read your articles. And there are two young people, he and Wanto Tia Wanto, and they have the same kind of background. But Robert Lion, welcome from Rawafi Highway. Robert, welcome. And they have a strong background in terms of writing, in terms of talking, and all of those. While we're trying to get that, I think the it's almost there. Let me say welcome to you for watching us. Just go to Voice Library page and just watch the video, leave your comments, but also share the video. Once you share the video, if you are watching, if each of you watching the show shares the video to many people, you know, when you share, I have more than 100 person or 200 person watching it now. And so many comments. So each of you just share the video on one page. Once you do it, we get a lot of audience, we get a lot of people watching and following us. Then they'll be informed about the situation in our country. But again, as I said to you, Martin Cole, he was on the radio not too long. The way he sounded, I didn't see the fire brand Marvin Cole. I didn't feel him. I didn't feel him. I didn't feel Marvin Cole. No. But he said two things. He said, if my colleagues have spelled me, I will apologize to them. It means when the guys get a number, because once they get a number, the speaker recuses himself. You cannot say you not pay a minute. They will tell you, oh, they will give you one photo. You'll take it from there. And the people of Bunker, they will say, those are regretting why you went into a fight or the legislature went into a fight. What of those who have been accused of whatsoever? The best thing I know they have to do is to apologize to the police once they get the numbers. And once the numbers, there's a legislative politics of numbers. And once they get the numbers, my friend, and the speaker says he recused himself, he's a man of peace, a man of integrity, a man who sees for the law. If he recuses himself, then that's another one. So we have started on the different. I'm not seeing a camera. Yeah. So let me welcome you to the show. I would like this young man to introduce himself. Jay, welcome. Please come to the microphone.
Thank you very much. I am on social media. I'm Liberia-VOL, and my name is of District 3.
Woyonwo.
It's a pastor thing. Yeah.
What does it mean?
Somebody that can make people talk a lot.
Oh, Woyonwo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's better, but look at the stuff happening. So yeah. That's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, so
No, this one. Oh, just two. All right, they got it. Okay, go ahead, Jay.
yeah, as I was saying, on social media, I'm and my name is officially Cardi was from District 3, Montserrat County, Kingsville City. Okay. Yeah. So
And you have your own Facebook. Your name is J
yeah,
Boy.
J-U.
And why you chose that name, sir?
Actually, it's a name that my parents gave me. My dad gave me that name, J-U.
Okay.
It's actually part of my middle name, my official name, because it's Cardi. The D is silent,
Okay.
but it's actually J. Yeah.
Where do you come from? What is your political persuasion? What is your political affiliation?
The thing is, I was not actually interested in politics. I have been into entertainment. I've been trying my best, to improve the entertainment industry in Liberia. Because I have lived, I have worked in the entertainment industry in Nigeria, in Ghana, and I thought it, wise to come to Liberia to, make an impact in my country. But the thing is, if you just sit by and just look at politicians, do the wrong thing, um, while you sit there and say, no, I should be limited to entertainment. I should not be, into politics. Should not be talking politics. A lot of wrong things are going to happen, and there are things that people should be doing for entertainers now. In the House of Representatives, people don't find it important enough. They always feel it should just be, we should just think about road development, which they are not doing anyways. They should just think about infrastructure, which they are not doing anyway. They want to forget about empowering youth. And when you go to Nigeria, you go to Ghana, the things that are helping the industry, that are helping the youth, it is the entertainment industry, the arts industry. It is helping the youth in Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa.
Is it because they have a population?
Well,
The market is big or what?
no, yes, it is part of the reason why, but they have an infrastructure that they have built. You can have a little population, but you can have a very great, industry. It's like you have um you have Burkina, you have Burkina Faso, you have like Niger, you have some movies coming from there. They are high quality movies. Yes, they are high quality movies, and those movies are getting on the bigger platform. They have the French, going there, investing there, and coming up with these contents. So we have to open our, industry. We have to open the market for youth empowerment, and that's why our legislature, that's why our government are not doing to help young people, to empower young people, because they don't find it important enough to help the industry. You can see, if you are moving in the streets of Liberia, you will see billboards all around. You can see Messi, you will see Ronaldo, you will see foreigners on those billboards. In other countries, they don't work that way. Every billboard should have
Their own
they
stars.
have the own stars on there. That's why sometimes I get angry at people like Honorable DJ Blue, because from where he comes from, if he's in a house, he should be advocating for young people, how to empower young people. You see, all of these entertainers, they are here, they don't have money, they are just sinking, and we see other people on billboards, foreigners on billboards, while Liberian entertainers are just sitting there, they are not getting contracts. And if you even go to some of these companies, they abdicate their responsibilities. They will go to jingle, and they will take their employees, because they don't want to hire on Liberian entertainers. They don't want to sign you. So they will take their own employees and make them to do jingles for them. So most of the time you hear these big companies, they are doing jingles, and you hear people voice. So most of those voices are their own employees, because they don't want to sign these people. What is the House of Legislature doing to put a stop to that? They are not doing anything. They don't find it important. And that's the reason why most of the youth will be after them, begging them every time. They just want people to beg them, to give me. Yes. So if you put mechanism in place, you wouldn't see young people after you. I'm telling you, Liberia entertainment can take a lot of youth from the street. Because can you imagine, for ask you, if I'm producing a film, just within a week, on a daily basis, you can pay just the men that taking, the camera.
So you are involved in
movie production and music production, anything that has.
But while you are there, you are calling politics to home.
Yes.
Because I found you so well religiously. You've been very vocal on some things happening here.
Yes.
During the we administration, you were not quiet.
Yeah.
You were positive in your criticism.
Yeah.
As you say, very critical of this regime. The last time I checked, you were so angry about our own that were brought here.
Yeah.
I came for tests, it was a Liberia. Another time we'll talk about the yellow machine.
Yeah.
Now we'll also talk about scholarship. So someone said 3 lies in 3 months. 3 big lies in 3 months by the government. Let's start from our own bosses. Where you came from? Were you in Ghana recently?
Yes, I was.
What do you do about it? Why were you so angry when you spoke the time you spoke?
The thing is, Liberians, people just feel, politicians just feel Liberians are vulnerable people, so they can just dump anything on them. I was in Ghana by then when this official went there, and these bosses have been working in Ghana for so long. It was the last regime. Okay. They were using those buses, but when the new regime took over, those buses, they packed them. Okay. Though you can see them, some of them look new, but they have been packing for so long. So when they got there, they just decided to rebrand those buses, and then they carried them, started to spray them red and blue, thinking that when they bring them to Liberia, Liberians will be happy. But they were so much surprised that people, even Ghanaians, were on top of the information. People went, while they were doing it over there, people went there to record them. And I saw those buses leaving. They had to pass through the Liberian refugee camp, because when you are to Liberia from Accra, you have to pass by the Liberian refugee camp.
Okay.
They passed through there. People had to see those buses. And they thought, how will you go and buy a bus? You did not buy it from the red company, the company that produced it. Or maybe India.
We still hear the buses being bought by the Liberian government to Ghana.
It's not even second-hand buses. It was retarded buses that the Ghanaians didn't even want. You see, there were buses that the Ghanaians didn't even want.
So who was going to sell? The government of Ghana or what?
It was not. It was just individual. Yeah, there were individuals that were.
So it was an individual agreement.
Yes,
individuals from the Liberian government.
Yes,
individuals from the other side.
Yes, from Ghana, from the Ghanaian government. You see, so those are the individuals that were carrying on this clandestine act, and they decided to bring these buses, thinking that Liberian would just accept the buses. And at the end of the day, everyone saw what we were saying. When we raised the alarm, everyone saw it was true, and they had to return those buses. You see, till today, those buses are not even running in the streets of Ghana. They are packed. You see, Ghanaians refusing the buses. They are not using it, and you want to dump them online. It's the same way from the go from the beginning. The Joseph Yuma administration, they have just been all they do is just patronize. They don't have a plan of their own. Nothing. No plan for this country, no plan for young people, nothing whatsoever they have.
But they call themselves to rescue people. They think that they can rescue everybody. In the past, government did not do well to rescue the people, so they are not rescue. So why are they doing business as usual? You think?
Before they even came to power, they were doing business as usual, and they are still doing business as usual. These people don't have a plan. If you notice, everything that this government is undertaking, everything that they are doing, it was something that was done in the George Weah administration. Something that was done. Just a human brother, his co-host, They haven't created any strategy, anything. They haven't initiated not a single thing they have initiated to say, okay, the government, though they have failed in many ways, but at least this other sector, they are doing well. Nothing. If you want to talk about the overhead breaches they're talking about, it was during Georgia administration. I just saw an article that said, oh, the finance minister announced that there will be those civil servants that would pay honor $150. Yes. George, we are advanced that 2023.
They didn't take effect.
He told the country that it was going to take effect in 2024.
For this year?
Yes.
So it means that there were mechanisms in place before.
Yeah, before.
And those mechanisms were done on the We Are government and they are just taking over.
Yes. So it's just the same format that this government is following. There is no new thing that these people are doing. They are not creating anything. There's nothing new that they are actually doing. You see? So Joseph Human Brother does not have a plan for Liberia. The only thing these people are doing, they are stealing. They don't have plan for the young people. They continue to lie. Every time these people come up, if you see Joseph Human Brother and his co-host coming up, it's announcing any developmental project you have to check behind it critically. There's a lie behind that. Everything that they have announced in the interest of the Liberian people, the young people, it is a lie.
Now let's move to the yellow machine. Were you disappointed? Because I was one of those who celebrated this yellow machine story when it was announced at the ministerial complex, and I saw some video footages and every one of them. I took to social media to commend the government and say it was worthwhile, because I also supported the government of WIA when they talk about the Iboma and Eton agreement, because I think it was necessary to have our roads done. Now that did not work. It could be in another big stuff that didn't work. A big Vlazo was there. Now it comes again from Wakai, where they come to announce that 288 machines were coming, 85 machines were coming to the country. Yeah. We celebrated that. Now it turns to be a different story. The story was the machines were given to Omer Walker by one of his friends.
Yeah.
Again, another time we hearing that the government can't pay for it, and we all the stories come around. What do you know was the bigger story, and why you died the way it died?
You know, the thing is, Joseph Human Brother and his people, they have been operating on a billion level. These people are not officially going, I don't know how these people are running this country, but they are not officially going to like G to G, government to government, or going to the following the proper channel. You see, these people just get in within the government and meet people who have money, think that they can influence those people, you know, to bring in equipment in this country, and they won't follow the proper channel. So that's the same thing about a new case with some common, and you people will hear that about, you know, giving gold, you know, a gold mine to one of these investors. And the thing is, a new story that will soon come out. Yes, soon. Okay. The thing is, they are dealing with PM. They are dealing with PM that will just go, you know, meet investors, try to take money from these people, promise them that they will give them some kind of mine, that they will go and mine, give them some part of our country that they will go and mine. So these promises, but when they don't follow the red channel, at the end of the day, they will force right back on them. You see? So that's why I've been happening. I've never been disappointed in Joseph Human Brother, because I strongly believe that Joseph Human Brother cannot do anything in this country. He cannot develop this country in any way. From the day one, this Pape has been lying. This Pape have never done it. There is not a single person that will ever be and say, yes, this Pape impacted my life. How can he impact Liberia? It's not possible. So those who are just there and thinking of Joseph Human Brother is going to do something to develop this country, they are standing on a broken stick.
People stay young in the government just for 1 year. How can you prejudge the government in such a way?
The thing is, other countries got 4 years. So because we have 6 years, we just look at 1 year, 2 years, and just waste it without doing anything. People continue to say this, it's just 1 year, it's just 1 year. Ghana has 4 years. Nigeria, 4 years. the United States 4 years, people don't waste time. They don't waste one whole year without doing anything. This Papa and his people, they were never prepared for this country. These people came to steal, and that's what they're doing. They continue to steal. They are not ready, to develop this country. We have gone backward. Whatever that the Joshua administration was doing, then we have gone like 10 steps back. And it's going to be difficult for us to recover.
Voice or what?
Sure.
Instead of going in front,
we are going, because tell me, since President Human Rights took over, tell me what new have we experienced? Nothing new. Everything that even the things that Joshua was doing, the ones that he left, they have been, stopped. But now,
let's be specific on what you're talking about.
Yes.
What are some of the things we was doing that have been stored by this pocket?
Now, if you look at the RIA way, before the during the election period, we saw some speed into the development of that road. But right after inauguration, it slowed down. I think you can see it slowed down.
It's slowed down. Give excuse that it is a rainy season.
No, they will give this rescue mission. It had been all about excuse. They will always give excuse in every sector. It's normal. So we should expect that they will always give excuse. Everywhere they will give excuse. You see, in every sector, at least, Joshua was not perfect, but at least every sector we saw improvement. We saw communities work being built. So the community roads that were being built in Joshua administration, there is no community road now that you can see to say, oh, President Human Rights is building this other road. Nothing. It has stopped totally. There is no community road that is being built under President administration. But yes, people are saying it's just 1 year, but we are still paying taxes.
Right now, there's an inspection for vehicle registration, for extinguisher, all of those.
Government is still making money. So why should we wait 1 year? Okay, it's just 1 year. So let us have paying taxes because it's just 1 year. And the government continue to collect taxes. What are they doing with these money? You see, look at our roads. Look at the community roads. Under Joshua administration, by this time, we have about maybe 10 to 15 roads that would have been built. But nothing. These people, even for them to even pass that wall, the roads are failing. You see it? And these people continue over and over. There's nothing. We are not seeing any improvement. And let me tell you, one of the reasons why I say I'm going to remain, strong on the Human Rights administration, I'm going to remain in politics. When
you have made official politics now. From being a producer of music and movies, now you're going to go to politics.
I'm still going to be I'm still going to be doing what I love doing, but we all have to be a part of the process to bring a change. We all have to be a part of the process. In order for us to see a change, we should not just sit on the fence and just talk. You see, we should not just sit on the fence and talk. So we have to make our impact and we have to be part of the process. From the day I heard President Human Rights made this statement, I saw the war in Liberia. I was a kid, but I saw the war. From the day he made this statement and said, if anybody temper or if I don't win, Liberia will be no more.
Liberia will end.
Yeah, Liberia will end. I knew from there. From there,
If Honorable Walker said for his own volition, don't you think they were people around the old men who were giving this permission to scare Liberian people?
Nobody was giving. Human Rights is wicked. He's just wicked. He's wicked. A wicked person will always say wicked things. It's not like people were telling him. If people were telling him, I'm not just Human Rights would have changed. But up to now, he hasn't changed. He continued to perform the same wickedness when he was not even president. So he made that statement on his own. He said Liberia will end. And from that day, our contractors knowing fully well, knowing what had happened during the 50-year sale of classes in Liberia. For that old man to still stand on everything that we went through to threaten this country, the peace of this country, and said Liberia will be no more. I said yes. Then it is time for people like us to stand and speak truth to power. So I'm going to remain here. I will continue to talk. And, let me tell you.
Do you affiliate with any political party or advocacy people whatsoever?
I've affiliated with should I say because I don't have a position, but I have supported my first time when I was qualified to vote in this country. The only person I voted for was the CDC, and
that was what
it was 2017, right?
Okay.
Yes, it was the CDC that I voted for. CDC Kennedy, Thomas Fowler. Yes, I voted for. Other than that, I haven't, supported any other party.
You still have support in your heart for the CDC?
Sure. Okay. Yeah. The thing is, I appreciate everything that George Weah does, right? The good things that he has done when it comes to peace. Yeah, when it comes to peace and when it comes to development. I haven't really benefited personally from the George Weah administration.
Okay.
Yes. But when it comes to because all of the rules, the tax and things, well, I'm benefiting from those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I will always appreciate his effort. I will appreciate, the hospital that he built, and all of the other, developmental projects that he has undertaken, right? So, but other than that, I don't have a position in CDC. Okay. Yeah, but CDC is the only party that I have supported.
And if CDC were to come back in the 2029 elections, if Georgia comes back, will you support him as well?
I will support him, absolutely.
Now, I want to know your position politically, and we've established that. Let's move on. You come from Ghana, you've been in Nigeria, but there's been this issue of this scholarship scheme that tend to be a very serious nightmare for the country.
Yeah.
And the assistant minister has been fired.
Yeah.
When he fired himself, he was suspended for time definitely. He resigned because he exposed his scholarship deal that was not correct. And then it was believed that $250,000 was given for this scholarship. 250 librarians were benefited. But it turned to be a scam where people were taking money from the students to have them registered or have them incorporated into the program. We told a Ghanaian lady was the one who was initiating that, and it was on a second party basis. Have you followed that scenario? And if you did, what does it bring to you?
I haven't followed it 100%. I saw an article that was written, I don't know, one of these media platforms that I read. They said Joseph Human Bwaka launched some kind of scholarship scheme that people are supposed to.
And he was
yeah.
He went to the launching program, rather.
I knew that it wasn't anything serious. So I didn't really pay attention to that. I knew it was one of the things being, activity going on. These people have a lot of being among them, and at the end of the day, everything that they are going to come up with is just going to be like, the Liberian people, so the Joseph Human Bwaka administration, they are taking the Liberian as a client. It's like you have a client and you continue to extort the client every time. So that's how these people are operating. There is no scholarship, nowhere, not today, not tomorrow. So they only wanted to extort, poor Liberians, take money from them, thinking that these people will travel somewhere and they will be on a scholarship or something. But there is no scholarship, and to, give their government some kind of boost for people to say yes, and Josiah Human Bwaka government is actually, making efforts, in the developmental process of Liberia, but nothing, of sort that is happening. And these people are still going to do the same old thing, last after last, and the Liberian people will just be sitting there, not doing anything, not standing up for their rights, and Josiah Human Bwaka and his co-workers will continue to wreck this country. So, if I still have little time, I just wanted to go to the,
I want to go to graduate and I go to the legislature.
yeah, okay,
You know what is happening there.
yeah,
It's been almost a month now where the lawmakers are fighting amongst themselves
yeah,
as to who becomes speaker. They don't trust Fonate Cook any longer. They said they have counts accusations about corruption and SYs. And before you came out talk about his plan to resign, and you listen to Mr. Martin Cole when he plays it, but you follow the politics with Captain Hill.
yeah.
He has stalled and stagnated the growth of this country to some extent that the executive have come in recognizing one of the bloc, which is a majority bloc, Mr. Koga. Now they're doing business with Koga Group. They have presented a project to them. Now they are suspending people and naming people on committees. Now we are at this point. The budget is before them. Where do you stay on this?
Before I get to the abuse of power by the Josiah Human Bwaka administration, I just want to get to this issue that no one is trying to touch. What is going on now on Capitol Hill about the speaker? The speaker, brought this on himself.
Okay, how?
The thing is, when people get to power in Liberia, they are so much afraid to lose power, and they forget about doing the right thing. They never want to lose power, so they always forget about doing the right thing. The Liberian people really loved and Fonate Kofa, and Liberian got in the streets, to make sure that this man became speaker. Now, when he became speaker, all he should have done was to work in the interest of the Liberian people.
Was he doing that?
No,
Why is he
absolutely not. The thing is, all of this man what? He saw Josiah Human Bwaka break the laws. Josiah Human Bwaka continued to break the laws, and this speaker sat there without doing anything, without checkmating this president and the executive. The man.
Did I hear you say Joseph Bwaka broke the law and the speaker did not check him?
No.
What was the law that he broke?
When he fired telling officials, the speaker did not say anything, he did not do anything. When he fired civil servants, the speaker did not say anything, he did not do anything. Josiah Human Bwaka continued over and over. All the speaker was because he was afraid, he thought he never had a number to support him. He felt like if he tried to checkmate Josiah Human Bwaka, what he's going through right now would have happened. So he wanted the support of Josiah Human Bwaka. That's the reason he did not talk. But he failed to realize that what he was condoning, it was about to come on him. So his colleagues were watching him to see how he was going to handle the abuse of power. And they watched him clearly. The executive abused power over and over without the speaker checkmating these people. Now, this speaker, he decided to act like he was the information minister for the executive.
What did he say?
Now, while we were having problem with the president traveling out of Liberia and not bringing anything back, but using taxpayers' money, he did over 10 travels. He never brought anything back. But he used taxpayer millions of dollars. When we were complaining on it, those people went America to tell us that we never knew what we were talking. It was just mere politics that we were talking about. So those who are talking about the president, the president traveling and not bringing anything back, and we are just talking out of policy and stuff. Well, he seems to realize that this same president was planning to ask him from the speakership. This man traveled to the land of the mafia, and he was in the land of the mafia when they called him to go there. While he was there, acting as information minister for the executive, they were planning to ask him from the legislature as speaker.
So you trying to say that while he was there in Italy, the president of Liberia knew about this plan.
He knew about the plan. The man went to the land of the mafia, and the land of the mafia is Italy. Those people knew exactly what they were doing. They said, let's call this man there. Now he will be, he's here with me. You people can carry on whatsoever thing that you are carrying on. And that's how he went there. So while he was there, they were carrying on. They were carrying on the corrupt act. Yeah.
But Jay, let me pause you right there. Now, was Fonati wrong to have said this? It is good for president to travel. If the president doesn't travel, he will not bring dividend back to the country. In your own mind, you think that was a wrong statement? If we had not traveled, how you think you have brought dividend back to the country?
We was traveling, we was bringing something back.
But they did two different scenarios.
He was traveling, he made over 10 travel, and he did not bring it.
And he said, like I said, and he said it all the time, he said, we are making this travel, we'll come back, we'll make return trips, and there'll be dividend ahead of us. So what can we wait for the time to come?
No, we can't wait. How are we waiting? We are spending money. We're spending money. So
you spend money to get money.
The money is not coming.
If the make 10 travels, we have commitment in the pipeline,
yes.
And those commitments just come immediately, and if they will start coming. So is there anything wrong with that? You see no dividend?
There's a lot of things wrong with that. The first thing, president making 10 travels. At least out of the 10 travels, you should have something like 5 coming up. Something 5 coming up with dividends, but nothing of sort. It is our right, as citizens, it is our right to speak on these things. And for us to start speaking on this, we have a problem with these, travels without making anything back. And the speaker there to support the Liberian people, let's say, share our concern. He there telling us that we don't know what we are saying. Excuse me for the language, but we are stupid people for what we are saying about the president traveling, out of the country and not bringing anything back.
So the citizen lawmakers who are turned against the speaker initially, those are some of the things they were saying. Oh, we go against the speaker because he's standing with the president. And what they said, as the reason why they left the speaker, the majority bloc. Now they've gone there with information that we have been subdued, rather by big money, which made it have gone out the way they went. They didn't go there because Fonati was the president.
No, those that went on the other side, they did not go there because Fonati was, with the president. They are going there because they got some kind of pay. They got some kind of brand. They are not going there on their own. They just went there and because something was promised to them.
Yeah, but they were making it appear that they were going there because Fonati was betraying the cause of the opposition, for which they were going against him.
No, nobody should make us to believe that.
But that's how they appeared at the time.
No, Fonati, and they knew that Fonati, was just working with the president and not working for the Liberian people. There were other ways that they could have done, other things they could have done, to inform Fonati of, his deed with the president. Not going on the other side, not breaking the laws, because you talk about breaking the laws, then you going on the other side to break the laws. So it also makes sense. These people were promised. These people were paid handsomely. We saw the facts. We saw evidence. People took money. They took 15,000. We saw the list. It came out. So people should not come out and say, "Oh, because Fonati was breaking the law."
So it has reached a crisis proportion now, and the majority now has the budget in their position. They've summoned members of the executive appeared. They've also suspended some of their colleagues who they said they were in the wrong. They've named new committee members and other folks. Where do you think are we getting information that Fonati might just resign because of some international pressure being put on him? But he had told us repeatedly that those mistakes are made by other speakers, where they were coerced to resign. I would not resign, but I would stand by the side of the law.
If these people do not reach the 49 and the speaker resign, it would be very much shocking to me. I don't expect.
Even though you think that he brought the trouble onto himself.
Even though I think that he brought the trouble onto himself, but if he resigns and these people have not reached that number, it would be shocking to me.
Why?
Because for me, from the initial stage, like I said, Fonati was a fear of losing power. That's the reason why he decided to liaise with the president. So, Mary is a fear of losing power to just come on and say resigning while he knows that these people have not reached 49. Nobody is going to hold anything to his neck or neck to say he has his right. They must reach 49. If they don't reach 49, he has no right to resign. Then, in the first thing, in the future, you cannot depend on Fonati for anything to say he will stay in the gap of the Liberian people. That's his right. He needs to remain there. He doesn't need. We have to change this country, not because it happened, with John Brown or Peter Paul, so it should happen with Fonati. No, he has to remain there until these people reach 49. Okay. But if he resigns, like I said, if he resigns, it's going to be shocking to me. And I don't think Fonati is going to resign. I really don't think he's going to resign.
If he resigns, then you'll be very disappointed.
I would be disappointed, and it will be shocking.
JU boy, is called Charles Woyowom. His name on Facebook is JU boy. He's my guest here on the show. Let me recognize Mr. Diplomatic Trump. Good afternoon, Mr. Gravy. I'm watching now is Diplomatic Trump. Ahmed Tule, good afternoon. The Women Institute is a committed and research guy. I know him from District 3 in Moscow County, and that's my district as well. Dial star 9 hash and okay. Play with $200 with $50,000. So keep playing a cash giveaway here while I'm home. But at the end of the day, the guys will come and do the draw. So don't say because I'm not doing the draw, you're not playing. Play with $200. Dial star 9 star. And 90. You press hash. Okay, then you get $20,000 if the machine takes. Again, those who are playing the cash giveaway is 200 LD to play. Star 799 hash, star 799 star 90 hash, and okay. Once you play with 200 LD, you win $20,000. It's a very good offer this afternoon. So we stay here with Mr. Charles Woyowom. My guest this afternoon. We are talking about other things. So yeah, reached a point now. Some of his lieutenants are. He listened to yesterday DJ Blues, and he said he stands by the law on the other side. Before he said, I was on the law side. I'm on the law side, stand by the law. He go on the other side, which is the law side. So do we say people have committed people you think who just stand by Fonati in these times of
they are committed people, I believe. People are still going to be people by his side, like the representative called Coca. There are other guys who will be on his side, I believe, with moral character. He's not just going to lose everybody, but this is the
there's a breaking news from my brother Secretary Junior. I'll read that later. Maybe I'll place a call to him. He's privy to this. That former President George has asked Fonati not to resign. That they are currently in a meeting somewhere. Apparently, it was a meeting that Mr. Marvin was talking about, and the former president arrived in the country, I think today.
Yeah.
So I'm told that he has asked Fonati not to resign. That's what I'm getting from Secretary Junior. If you are there, please report when I start taking calls so we can get to you. Let me welcome Mr. Adi Zepi. Thank you for the show. I'm watching from Israel. Welcome, my brother Adi Zepi. I hope you are good there. I'm worried about you guys who are in the war zone. Yeah, go ahead, my brother. I'm asking about his tenants around him. Do you think you can say stuff like him? Say how trusted him.
Those are the people, when you are in this kind of situation, your real friend, your real supporter remains. That's why my differences with the speaker. If I was in the legislature, I'm telling you, I will tell him the truth, but I will remain with him.
Okay.
Yeah. It is the time to see the real committed people. Everybody that you see leaving, they are leaving because these people are being promised some kind of bribe. That's why these people are leaving. There is nothing else that they will tell you for you to believe. These people are leaving because they are being promised. But the people that are staying, these are people that the Liberian people need to look at, that the Liberian people need to trust. These are people that people have promised 150,000, yet and still they say we will stay with Konati. And tomorrow, these are the kind of people that you should give leadership to. They are not people that sway this way away, by just little of nothing. These people are seeking, their self-interest. So I believe there will be people that will commit themselves to the process. There will be people that will commit themselves to this friendship and to this country and to the sanity of this country. And these are the people that will stay with Fonati. They may not be many, but they will stay with Fonati. I believe people like Musa Belete will stay. I believe there's a lot of guys, over there that will stay. And we will know, and it is now that we will know the real city. It is now we will know the real people who are willing, to stay on the side of the Lord.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Cash Oyo, you boy. Mr. Nyanti General Topa Jr. of OKFS is reporting this, and I hope that my brother Secretary can call me in less than 2 minutes on what he just reported. But Nyanti is reporting this. Nyanti, please allow me to use your face to announce this, because you are one of the trusted guys I know from the legislature. He said the speaker block recently concluded a meeting at the residence of Ellen Atterray, with the speaker also in attendance. However, no decision was reached regarding the speaker's resignation. During the meeting, our informers, Representative Mohamed Bismuth, announced her decision to leave the speaker block and align with the majority. She also called on the speaker to step down, but the group did not reach any decision on the matter. Despite these developments, the speaker block said they will need focus on pursuing the legal process. Mama Breeze mentioned to the press today. That's Nyandeto. He is a reporter on Capital. So what do you think about that? Let's put the line today. So call me 07005 9020907 0700907. Hope Sego is listening here. Also, let me hear from him, because he reported this story earlier, and have a conversation on this matter. 0700907 is a number to call up. The WhatsApp number that you call on WhatsApp plus 231 050560560. On that. Hello, welcome.
Hello?
How are you?
Okay, my name is Howard Thompson. I put in for Nikutan. I put in for member of the ruling establishment, and you to appreciate you for your talking point. And today, the honorable speaker of the political state need to resign because the integrity and faith you have. The people stand out and telling the Liberian people that money of who he is, and he is not in the law of faith, and he does not even know the truth. And today,
and all they wanted is schedule investigate.
So,
you love
you
me
see
again,
what?
man. If I say I got some money, you can investigate me. But when you get it for the 9 people, I will step aside and you'll come and investigate me. So he was he wrong to say what he said.
No, the issue is that you were saying that, but you know very well. You just said you're sorry. You have to take the forest to come up and not to resign.
Okay.
For the people that feel like they're going to fight, and the black nation there. You
All
have to
right.
do because the today, you want to be started. Like me, I win the thing. You can not understand your partner there. So deliver the country.
All right.
You can never get the opportunity.
Thank you. The next caller, welcome. You have 1 minute.
Yes, hello.
Hello, welcome. How are you? What's your name, sir?
Hello?
Yeah, you live. What's your name?
Yes. Koluba.
Hotel Koluba?
Yes. Let's just say hello. We have three lawmakers elected accountability, Friends of Foucault, or 15, they are with him. You should give a place in the law. You should go. You know the show.
All right. So we get a report that Mama Priest Mensa is also asking the speaker to step aside. And she has announced her willingness to leave the speaker block and go to the majority block. And she is suspended to speak to press today. And Mama Priest Mensa has been one of those vocal lawmakers who said, I will not leave you, even if others left. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Chala.
Good afternoon, is that Mount Gloria? So I the name again.
Please, yes.
Gloria George, right?
Yeah.
Gloria, let me hear you.
I to your studio guest.
Okay.
I also like to ask a favor that you get that studio guest back in the studio so we hear about entertainment. I think that's this area. So we'd like to hear more about what you have to see in the area of entertainment. But I think it sounds like a strong that.
Okay.
Right? So I'd like to speak concerning the speaker.
Okay.
I pray, believing and begging God that the speaker will not resign. This country has to change. The arrested, unfortunately, one of the hour has been erased.
Which one is erased?
One of the hour has been erased. Rule of law. And we are distracted to hear what we are hearing. In the first place, they have no right to the budget to those 43 men. For the fact the executive is giving them the budget does not make it legitimate. They are creating a community. They are fighting people. You mean at this time, when they have not removed the speaker? I know what the speaker is doing. At this time, those are
oh, yes. I will leave you. You feel so neglected.
Yes. Speak to the man, disappointed. Highly disappointed. She said, share with me. Thank you.
All right. Let's hope what we see on the platform, on the social media platform, is not what she can do. Maybe it's just a matter of cautioning her colleagues and the speaker that, but anyway, let's not do pressure yet. But again, you have the right to say what you want to say. Comment 0770 907 907 0770 907 Then Benu Zazaboy says, thanks for the program. Some people are just loyal, while others are disloyal. They don't even know who they are and what they want. Today they are for poor, for poor. Who are they are. Such people are not dependable. They are not just worthy, trustworthy. Right? Benu Zazaboy says that one. Hello, welcome.
Yes. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good, sir.
Okay.
I'm Moses Kama from Birmingham, sir.
All right, let's hear you.
When it comes to the issue of discussing in the studio, I think the president is new, bro. The current president. We just have to get it and just look at the
are some of the well? You highlight some of the well. Hello, are you there? Yeah, so name some of the well. I give you time to talk. So name some of the well. The one when they may have seen it, I have not done it when what he has not done, he's not doing it right. So he has done well. So what he has done. Oh, the man I will give it. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, welcome.
I'm Chidim Smoke calling from United Okay. No, yes, zero cash. You mentioned something. You said you man bought that saying he do all about do anything on his nothing. And if you don't know that people or doing enough that you are giving, he said that he is not going to do new thing. All the old things that pass through, why you going to test and complete it. If they not there,
so one of the possible things the government will be able to finish, not finished.
Hello.
What are some of the things that were left behind by the last government that didn't finish and has finished? The whole project I want to know. What is the whole project that he finished and I want to know?
But he mentioned
my man, that's it. But you name your own. What a project in Babu.
The minute
hello with the next one. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, I'm cool. Thomas, how you doing?
Thomas, how are you? Thomas,
yes, this is your personal. Look, I try to get you on the field to connect you, but you talk.
Okay.
As a journalist, you got too many people from years back. We got somebody who didn't know the issue is to say the role. I understand that government is so when you get
so what is the contention that you want to conquer? Why did he say that you want to conquer? That's why I didn't say it.
The thing I want to conquer is that President broke the rules of law. I have not done anything.
No, he said that the has come to a standstill at the slow pace. And I said because of the rain, they had a slow pace of the rain.
You know your knowledge that government is continuity.
I know that. Nobody said we don't know that.
But you don't know. What I'm saying to you is like, I'm not doing anything. Why are you doing that at next? You don't know that government opportunity. You don't know anything about it. You don't know real.
Okay, Thomas, I will in the middle come there. Thomas. Hey, listen. Thomas.
Hello.
If you want to come down, we are simply not talking about your government process. I can bring it, don't worry.
I agree. It is good at that. But when you get someone young who's
do you want to say that, man?
You talk about you promoting.
Thomas, there's no time. Do you want to say that debate with a man?
Come again?
Do you want to sit in that debate with this man some days?
If I want to sit with him?
Yeah, in the debate, I can organize a debate for you guys.
Sit with him and discuss the issue. And you should not come.
Okay, leave your number in my inbox. Leave your number in my inbox. We can have a conversation after you. Thomas Jala, thanks a lot.
I know you too much. I don't follow you.
Thomas, thank you. You can't cut out the man's opinion on issues. Everybody will agree with happening here. The same way you and we are government here and we give you airtime, so he has come to you can discount him. You can discount the man. He also has his opinion.
No, the man was saying that the government lied. He said already he lied.
to a point. President, you need to respect the president as he speaks.
All right, so let's leave it that way, brother. I'll tell you your number in my on the time. Let me welcome this guy who has just joined us. I'm taking a course now. I have 5 minutes. He has to go close. Wakai PM Kamandu. Good afternoon, Jala. Watching from Providence, Rhode Island, USA. Thanks for the program. May the Almighty Allah bless and multiply. Having ZP, thanks for the show. I'm watching from Israel. Yes, I read. Let's go by the J. Christoph, we have just 4 minutes. What could be a party? Could you want to comment on some of the things they said before we call us?
Well, I don't think it's important enough for me to comment on those that were negatively responding. But one of the things that I would say, the thing we have in this country of impunity, we have to stop it. All the laws in this country, from the legislature to the executive, somebody has to pay for it. And if this government leads forward, somebody has to be prosecuted for all of these laws, because we cannot go on government after government, and people continue to break the laws. People are looking into our faces, no regard whatsoever for the rule of law, and they are breaking it. Like let's just do it. Nothing will happen. The legislature, they are breaking the laws, and they are looking in our faces as if we don't know the Constitution. But these things are stipulated clearly in the Constitution, and they are acting as if to say they cannot read it. They are breaking the law in our faces. Just agree to it. The executive broke the law over and over, and this is my problem with the speaker. If he had taken steps from the very beginning, when Joseph Yuma Parker and his co-hosts were breaking these laws, he was going to checkmate these people. At this time, these things these people are doing, we wouldn't have done it. Because Liberian people themselves want to rise up, not politicians. The common Liberian were going to rise up and stand up for him. But he failed to do that. This is the reason why these people, have the audacity to be breaking the laws right in our faces. This thing happened in Kenya. What happened to those lawmakers? Those people went in the bush. They went in the bushes, even to eat. They had to eat because young people went after them. This thing our lawmakers are doing, and they take them for a joke. They set in our house and breaking our laws. It happened in Kenya. I think if you saw the video, those people had to go in the coastal hiding for young people to eat because the people chased them out of this power. Yes,
you cannot.
Young people have to wake up now. We should not allow people to continue to fool us in this country while they break our laws over and over because somebody has money to pay someone, and then the rest of the young people are suffering. So young people need to stand up. They should not wait for politicians to call them. This is their future. They have to stand up to do something about it, or else the law will be broken every day in this country. Government after government. Somebody got to set precedent, and somebody has to be prosecuted for breaking the law in the executive and in the legislature.
Okay, let's just stop there. I want to get something from Sekou quick as a close up. Sekou, are you anywhere? Now we can talk for a few minutes, a minute.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
What am I getting? The former president George Weah has met with the CDC lawmakers with the speaker. We are asking that to step down. We are also getting information that Chris Mensah has vowed that he will meet the speaker and align herself with the majority. What do you know?
And so, the former president and also political leader of the Congress of Democratic Change in extension coalition, former President George Weah having a country to pay. And so, as he arrived in the country, he immediately called for a meeting, or there was a planned meeting where I met with legislators, including the current the battle speaker.
Okay.
And so in the meeting, according to the sources of the lawmakers, in direct conversation, they've confided that yes, it is true that there were conclusion reached to have the speaker resign. And some of the things that they agreed on, that if the speaker will resign tomorrow, the block of the speaker, persons, those are the people that free with the journal block, they could decide to have ability to elect as a speaker. But the arrival of the former president today, the political leader of TT, has changed now we are getting direct information in the meeting that is being held. The former president of the country, where he has asked that the current speaker that is through this battle issue should not resign until the parliament can be driven at the end of the day. So what we get,
So that tells you that contrary to reports, the former president is unable to provide leadership. Is that true?
it is not, because the former president, undermining the removal, undermining the current speaker. He could have asked, because the current speaker, along with his colleagues that he is committed ones, have reached a conclusion to have him resign tomorrow at 4 o'clock. He should have had press conference on tomorrow at 9 in the morning to announce his resignation. Based on what the former president, the meeting he's going to have with him, he has asked him to resign, and maybe they will be going to argue this entire thing is about politics.
But Sekou, many people see the former president we are as a peacemaker, and if something has the opportunity to bring our country to his knees, and when the president resigns, we have resolved the problems, and he said he should not resign. A question does not question his ambassadorial role he played in this country.
Well, I don't think a question was, because he's looking at it from the law point one of thing, where you have the legal arm. As we speak now, like 2 other lawmakers online, Jala, we can call their names because we have but I think this thing is getting to a place where it's going to be very interesting. I'm not saying this thing if it plays the way we're getting it from the other side. I don't think it's something that will end anytime soon. This is going to be a part where it's like the battle that will define the opposition and that of the government.
But we are getting information that we need the speaker. That's what we're getting.
So who knows from the meeting today? Because like I said to you, the speaker had agreed to resign tomorrow, but it has changed based on the intervention of the former president of the country. So who knows what's going to happen from now to the
Well, it is at its best. Thank you, Sekou Sharif, for that information. Thanks so very much. My brother Sekou. You listen to him, you understand it? That's a good live, Jim.
I just want to tell my followers, my listeners, I'm J.U.Ball on social media. A lot of people on social media, because I'm receiving threats because I'm speaking against
threats on your phone.
Yes, on my page, people are sending me threatening messages. Some threatening to kill me.
You mean just while you're on this radio?
No, not now. I'm talking about as I'm as I do my videos on TikTok, and a lot of people come to my inbox, but I'm not deterred. I'm going to keep pushing for the betterment of Liberia. I'm going to keep pushing for Liberians, for entertainers, for young people, and things, because we all deserve the right, to enjoy the resources of our country, not just few handful of people should enjoy, the resources. We should not just be behind lawmakers, behind politicians, give me, and munya. That's what the people want, the young people to keep doing. They don't want them to stand on their own, to get it for themselves, to be able to do something, tangible for themselves. but they should just say, give me, be behind them with Munya. And these things we need to, stop it. The thing of the Munya behind, lawmakers and all of that, we have to stop it. We have to empower young people. And this is my advocacy. And this is why people like J. Blue should be doing in the house. Stand for young people. Make sure that there are laws that are passed and stipulated in our constitution to empower young people.
Thank you. J.U. Boy, a man called Charles Ponyo has been my guest.
Tarr.
All right. Let me read this one for Bobby. He said, Mr. Grayfield, I'm watching live from Bridge Island, Monrovia. I'm saddened by the fact that city lawmakers have been used as to disintegrate the city as an institution. That move, the other one can't get it. But that's how going this day. On this Wednesday afternoon, how are you listening? From where you listen, we say thank you for coming to our tender. Monitor us from across Liberia. If you are tested travel living from Morocco going to Painesville, please take time at the crosswalks. The lights. Give the pedestrian a sense of pass. Have a good day from Liberia, Monrovia. My name is Emmanuel Jala Grayfield. Remember Jala Grayfield, chapter 1, verse 1. Let's talk and never shall we fight. Fighting shall not be our portion. Have a good day from Liberia. I see where you see me. But keep playing. The cash giveaway on *799*90# and press OK 200 LD gives you $20,000. Have a good day.
People who are poor for money, we humble themselves and seek my faith. I will rise and do the best like me.